1. All right, what's good? Getting started a little late, but we are ready with Crescendo of Night. Melty Blood Actress again, current code, joined by Gaku. What's up?
Hello.
And we have a
Excited for
really
Combo
suddenly
Breaker.
stacked bracket. Yeah.
Yeah. Got a whole load of good entrants tonight. Uh, a lot of them not actually going to Combo Breaker, but I'm glad that they decided to turn up for this anyway.
Yeah, like one of the fun things about brackets like Combo Breaker, where we've got 217 people registered, crazy numbers, outdoing even Con 6 in 2024 with these numbers. One of the crazy things about brackets like this is like there's so many people who like play in pockets of the community with like friend groups or like with just other people that they know in their local scene who play the game, and you never really know what kind of characters you'll run into. And in a game with 93 characters, like you might run into a character that surprises you. So even when there's a bunch of people in the bracket who aren't going to Combo Breaker, just getting that bracket experience of players or characters that you may not be experienced fighting can definitely still be valuable heading into an event like that.
Yeah, it's also so important to like be comfortable in first to two because this game can get so snowbally, and first to two is a whole different environment from like first to 10 net play casuals. You have all the time in the world to think and adjust.
Yeah, for sure. Especially, I mean, part of the way it gets snowbally too is especially when you are lacking experience against the character or something. The game just moves physically very fast, right? Like,
Mhm.
buttons are pretty fast. Characters, some characters, like this Arc Champion, is running at you pretty quickly. And maids are throwing stuff all over the screen. It can be really hard to parse things really quickly if you're not experienced with that or if you're not ready to adapt in a short set kind of environment.
Mhm.
And
Well, first up, we got iDoge versus Ore. I actually had the pleasure of getting some games in with Ore earlier at Toronto Locals. Or, well, a gathering at Sanai's place, but close enough to Toronto Locals. Guy is really solid.
Yeah.
I
Aura's
know
been
iDoge's
doing
been
pretty
on the
well
grind
in
too.
the Melt Your Blood series. Been just shy of top 8 in a lot of those brackets. Been taking a lot of names and casuals as well, all on the F arc. And also someone who's mentioned that he's played the game a few years ago, plays other fighting games, and just recently came back, and the fundamentals definitely show. Meanwhile, Ido, self-proclaimed Christmas noob, started around that time, has been repping C-Maids the whole time. Pretty unique character and very dedicated to learning both of the maids, getting started with this Hisui lead, and the Yayayas from mid-screen conversion, invalid, but we still get the Dust Ender. Nice check. Alright, just getting started with the dust to keep you jailed in the corner, but wasn't quite ready to catch the jump out there with the full conversion. That's okay, though. You've got a full lead, and now the onus is on Ore to really make something happen. Start bringing this back, and Arc does have to come at you.
Yeah, she does have enough health and damage output to work with that this lead could swing pretty quickly over the course of the round. And look, there it is already.
Yep. And right as you say that, that 4K into the fuzzy.
Ooh, yeah. Very strong.
Yeah, really, like, any fuzzy mix-up is going to be one of the best 50-50s that you can access in this game as a true 50-50 mix-up. And Ore really consistent on those conversions, really consistent at executing it, where it's actually pretty tight to do, too. Really important on this character.
Absolutely. Opting for the easy conversion there, probably was trying to meter manage, but ended up in max anyway. It's fine, though.
Yeah, still got a healthy
Now we're
100 bar.
pressure.
Not too much more or less than Doge here. And Doge sticking with this Hisui lead. Getting a little more patient, working his way in. And there you go. This is where
Nice
Hisui wants to
counter
be.
hit.
She's so fast.
Oh, missed the pickup.
Yeah, those conversions are pretty tough with Hisui, but going with a little bit of an easier route, just a simple JBB. Oh, but I don't think we wanted EX Dust there. Probably wanted the 236 instead.
Yeah, perhaps. I
On the
mean,
drop from
I
Ore's
have
side.
seen some other like weird tech trap setups that involve it, but okay, yeah, good pickup. Probably like the max range you could have gotten that.
Oh,
And
this is
yeah,
gonna be so
something
hard to come
else
back
I
from.
see a lot. Yeah, okay. That's the thing about F-Arc. You can kind of just hold the mid-range with waves and stuff. Like, even if you get pushed out there, like, yeah, you aren't threatening, like, throw or fuzzy or whatever anymore, but she has decent enough mid-range that you can still get stuff done.
Yeah, and that was a really comfortable IH timing, too, to get that really big lead, one of F Moon's strengths. Nice block on the fuzzy this time from Doge.
One thing Ore likes to do a lot with IH, I think he tried for it there, was dropping the combo. Going for 63B with into IH into a throw, but iDoge actually stood up that other time and prevented that mix-up from happening. But as I was talking, Ore just kind of ran away with that round, that F-Arc damage really adding up.
Yeah, no mix needed either. iDoge just getting kind of antsy in the corner, and we're seeing back to the tried and true Kohaku that he started this game with. Really big on learning these Kohaku combos, and Ore, these two have definitely played a bit in LFG, and knows not to mash on the chair, but iDoge sneaking in for a trap anyways. Gonna hit this nice Kohaku pickup.
Yeah, mix is scary, but okay, there wasn't a gap there, so the cross-up wasn't really that threatening.
Yeah, really good patience from Ore, just recognizing a Kohaku still facing that direction. Holding forward to keep the corner. Now back to normal neutral, but not while the mate is coming at you. Air and blockable palm. iDoge a big fan of that one. Really good at catching people off guard. But so is Ore here.
Ooh, the links?
Ooh.
We're dropping. Those are really hard. But IH, okay, we probably need a meter burn on top of that. Threatens the fuzzy, goes low, doesn't matter, you're thrown, you're dead.
Yep, I mean, iDoge really had to make something happen with such a low health in that situation. And Ore taking full advantage of the fear. You know, after you bait out a couple of those unfortunate defensive gambles from someone, taking advantage of the momentum you have is a really smart play, and just going for that throw when someone's not going to be ready for it. Especially when you're Arc and you have so much health. You have a lot of health to give in that situation. You can afford to risk it on a throw, pulling up like that. And, you know, if it works, you get the kill. So nice job to Ore for closing that one out.
Yep. All right, next up on deck, we got Illumin versus Rambizi, also known as Roadkill Rambo. Now, Illumin is kind of a new kid on the block here. Well, it has a bit of experience under his belt at this point, but compared to Rambo, has been around for less time. But that H-Say, it's just really scary as long as you can get the offense going, and a lot of people just aren't ready to deal with it. On the other hand, Rambo, CCL player who hops on and off the game sometimes, pretty solid. And we're going to have to see how that CCL defense can hold up.
Yeah, and I mean, one of the nice things about CCL2 is that you have just so many tools. I mean, I've told this to people a few times when talking about her move list, like making the frame data by and looking at the files for every character's move list. Like, I feel like Ryogi's another character with a lot of moves. She's got all the Rekka follow-ups. She's got the custom combo move and everything. And CCL's list of moves was still more than twice as long.
Yeah. Rambo also has a C-Arc, another character with way too many moves.
Yeah, this was
like random follow-ups you've never seen before, you know?
Yeah, a character that I know he was working on the last time I heard him talking about the game. One of the things that he liked coming from CL was just having all of those options, as well as retaining C-Moon mechanics. And definitely another character that can reward you for just like playing basic fighting games, right? She's gotta get into your face and interact, but she's definitely, once she gets in there, if she gets like, hey, you're probably in a losing situation now.
Yeah, C-Arc just wins the numbers game over like 90% of the cast. Or honestly, pretty much all the cast. Just has the combos, has the health, has pretty much everything you could want. And we're getting started, but we don't have the TK Sonic loops. Doesn't matter, you're just getting right past that H-Moon shield counter. Forward movement coming to bite Illumin there. Yeah! Not gonna work out. H-Bunker saving the day.
A nice little command throw there. And also, I just noticed, I think this is the same color Ore was just using.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, Then we got the little air dash mix. Rainbow
nice
not
little run
quite
under.
ready for it.
A really good use of the safe coup dash sliding right under there. Oh, but this is what CARC is so notorious for. Gamble out with DP and she gets to convert. Uh-oh, bunker
that
baby.
bunker bait is huge. No more health regen, and that's going to seal it for Rambo, taking round 1. Okay, nice little crouch under, getting that JC to whiff.
Yeah, got that corner carry, and even when you drop right there, at least you had the positioning, but Illumin entirely unfazed, finding a nice hit off the mid-screen situation, catching Rambo, maybe trying to backdash or walk back. Hard knockdown, this is right where HSA wants you. Big plus frames. Now, C-Moon has EX Shield to potentially fight your way out, but MASH is not going to be able to do it on these plus frames. 2-2A is plus 4, 2-2B plus 6. She's got way more than enough advantage to work with here.
Yeah, Rambo just looking really uncomfortable dealing with this. Like, tried to backwalk after the 5A mid-screen, not respecting plus 6, and once again, that 5A resets are just gonna spell his death right there.
Yeah, and that's where HSA can look a little bit knowledge checky too. Where like if you are not aware of exactly how plus she is, right? Just the fact that right here too, she's gonna push you out, have so much advantage. She does not need to commit into your DP, and off the H-Moon burst, you're still stuck in the corner. Oh, nice patience from Rambo though, not getting too hasty, trying to catch the air tech.
Yeah, not allowing the air shield silliness, but now you're back in the blender, and it's gonna be tough to get out. Okay, yeah, that link is a little tricky. It is really scary though, like, when you know you don't have the answers on lock against this HSA pressure, like, any just random jump in neutral can, like, put you back in that situation, and then, yeah, Rambo just doesn't know what to do, doesn't know where the resets are. Getting the Oki, and yeah, that's DP safe. Oh, but big drop, pressed too early. Okay, makes it work. Yeah, and I mean, I think Rambo has the neutral. It's just like this win con from Element is really easy to attain when you don't have these defensive options ready.
Yeah, but I mean, speaking of defensive options, that wake up bunker, not spending any meter there when you're not in block stun, and off the little scramble, Illumin's ready to turn it around. Funny thing about that wake up bunker too is it doesn't have that H-Moon hard knockdown property there, but especially when like your main defensive option as H-Moon is going to be the 100-meter bunker, a lot of players are really willing to rip that 0-meter bunker there and play the scramble afterwards.
Yeah, it is not that easy to OS, just like raw bunker on wake up. You really have to stagger against it, and in a scramble situation like that, most people aren't ready to do that.
Yep. Oh, but Element ready to stagger on offense, but not ready to convert, but is still ready to chase down the jump back. That's definitely a common player habit right there that he's looking for. Off of the situation where you push back on Ribbon, looking for you to try and fly away and just immediately snatching Rambeezy out the air. Speaking of getting snatched out the air.
MBAACC. Yeah, that was some nice spacing, but didn't quite convert and wasn't ready to respect the pit there either. Okay. Mash on the redash.
Yeah, a little overcommitment going for that full dash in. Another thing Arc is notorious for, drop into reset right there. She's good at staying so safe on some of these drop points.
Yeah. And we're not going for the throw combo, just trying to get some Oki in the corner. And, ooh, Element charging that JC a little too long.
Oh, yeah, did not count the wall,
oh my God, the
wall bounces. Yup. Neither player really noticing those wall bounces there. You only get 3, and Rambeezy used 1 in the corner carry there, which takes away 1 rep of the loops.
Yeah, but that time the dash block working out to Element's advantage, able to block that DP, but okay, yeah, wasn't ready to cancel to win that scramble.
Yeah, definitely a habit that comes from Melty experiences, knowing you don't have that much block stun off of those hits while you're airborne. Just mashing that JA out of air block, a really good habit in some of these scrambles.
Yeah. Okay, we're getting the double dash through.
Ooh, nice backdash to avoid the extra charged Rekka there. Oh, huge counter hit opportunity.
Yeah, just barely going over Rambo's air-to-air.
Oh, nice meter spend too. just
Mm,
getting clipped on your toes. Element taking it 2-0.
yeah, definitely could have threatened the fuzzy there too. So not much you can do except guess.
Yup. Oh, and up next, we got Finisher and Wyvern. Wyvern coming up from an upset over Luca, 2-1. Luca made ninth
Okay.
place at Frosty Faustings, was seated exactly the same in this one. But Wyvern, another player who's been on the come up with the chained crew, grinding through these melt your blood brackets.
Yeah. The whole like I don't know. I guess round two, round one for the people who have a bye just looked so solid to me. Like, so many of these players just playing consistently, getting better and better, especially the chain folks. Though I imagine Finisher has also been playing quite a bit.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, speaking of playing quite a bit, this is also a matchup he's played quite a bit. Finisher and Fahani, they were almost set up to play earlier before the bracket blew up to be much
Mm,
bigger. And I mean, Finisher and Fahani have just played so much at this point. They've kind of had their come up around the same time, been grinding a lot over the last few months. They've played in so many brackets. They even played in the Poverty League bracket that happened, that ran recently as well. They both graduated from all of the beginner series at roughly the same time. And
hmm.
Fahani, also a C-Nania player whom we will actually see right after this. Definitely, I mean, a matchup that Finisher knows very well, to say the very least.
Yeah, this is also our only opportunity to have a Finisher-less Twitch chat. We have a brief reprieve from the flood of orange messages.
True. Shout outs Finisher for always keeping the chat lively, though. Big fan of Finisher in the Twitch chat. I'm very hyped for Combo Breaker, where we're going to have Finisher, Rump, iDoge in the Twitch chat the whole time. That's going to
Oh.
be a fun chat to follow. Wyvern on the classic banana color. Also, this is a matchup that Wyvern's played a good amount of, having fought Sango a bit over with the ATG crew. Sango was picking up C-Coma for a while. I also
Mm.
fought Wyvern on C-Coma recently because he's got to fight. He's seeded to fight Mixer at Combo Breaker, who's a C-Coma enjoyer when he plays this game. One really
All
big
right.
thing about this matchup too is if Nania gets the throw on Coma, Coma's, if I remember correctly, it's one extra frame OTGable, right?
It's more than one, but
Okay.
you can 623C for a
Yep.
combo, yeah. Oh, but not ready for the slow wake up there.
Yeah, a
Gonna
little
let
early throw
Finisher get this
opportunity.
confirm, and yeah, the jab gonna catch that tech. Or
Yeah,
perhaps
wasn't caught
whatever
blocking there.
Wyvern tried to do after. And
Classic
yeah,
Coma
like
round.
even though Nania has like that strong advantage off of throw, can really snowball himself, like the health differential always lets Toma just like get some hits there and just take it away. Does not need many openings. But yeah, Finisher finding this opening off of Barre. You got Max backing you. Okay, yeah, Wyvern not willing to tech again this time.
Doesn't know the counterplay to that situation. If you bunker after the second hit, you can get Coma off of you, at least for the moment.
Yeah, I mean, he is kind of low on meter. Okay, now he's very low on meter, and that's just gonna be the game.
Yeah, very low on life after that one. I mean, Finisher, really good props to him for dashing up and just blocking right there, smelling the Nania habit with the low life. A lot of players, when they get to low life, are going to feel like they really need to fight their way out. Nania got a really good DP for that situation. Way to
Yeah,
sniff that out.
and Rump in Twitch chat saying what I was imagining. That was probably 623B 236C, but
Yep.
we might end up seeing it later. Okay, tech forward out of the corner, but Finisher able to retain corner control, but then just backs off and gives up the space, and Wyvern gonna take advantage of that.
And again, fishing for that throw a little bit early. They're not ready for the late
Mm-hmm.
wake up time, and also Finisher again not pretty willing to take that throw in that case, because he can get this throw and do a lot of damage, and that's set point Finisher now.
Yeah, just boom them all the way into the corner. And yeah, it's really easy to underestimate the speed at which Koma can just dash 5A out of that IID back. Finisher really putting that to use.
All right,
Okay,
Genki
yeah, that
finally
isn't going to
lands for
safe jump
Wyvern.
if you air dash.
Ooh, nice movements around that dive kick, sneaking just over it.
Yeah, gonna punish
Very
that landing
melty
recovery
movement.
there. We got the Oki. Okay, we're just dipping out. Probably missed a fast fall.
Yeah,
Oh,
Nania
big
likes to do
opening.
that. Oh, nice command throw in the corner, but again, not ready for the Coma wake-up time there. 5B whiffing early, but that's okay. You still got a lead here. Don't get caught overextending. Finisher not quite able to take the lead off that.
Doesn't get the tech trap there. But we have Max. We have all those incredible Nania defensive options. And just going to set up this pressure.
Uh-oh. On there,
Very
there's
good.
safe DP.
Yeah. Very good burst discipline, knowing that that wouldn't kill. But okay, this will.
Yeah, a little less neutral discipline right there. Just needed to keep the lead and got caught overextending with the JC. Created a scramble where he gave up too many frames and Finisher's going to sneak away with the punish there.
Yeah, Finisher just looking strong and consistent, getting this damage and getting these openings.
Yep. That is going to be a quick Finisher 2-0 as we move on to the bottom half of winner's side with Fahani MQZ. Salty not making it in time, asked to be DQ'd from winners, and so MQZ advances to fight Fahani here. DMF team members, both of them will be a combo breaker as well. MQZ did pretty solid at Slashback as well, was really close to making it out of pools at that one. Been rocking the CCL lately as well. We've been a really popular character in the last few months.
Yeah, she's having a renaissance. So we got Keishu, we got MQZ, Fagarok as well.
Yep. Also Transfema
Like
Undernight player who played at Frosty
Transfema,
Faustings.
right.
Yep. Registered for this bracket. I think she actually went 4-2 at Frostings. Pretty good showing. It's funny, I feel like we really do just so consistently have these phases where like, all right, which character is the hot character on the block right now? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which,
there were
like,
so many CCLs back in my day.
oh my gosh. I remember hearing about that. Yeah, it used to be like a dual main between CL and Alco, right?
The dual main didn't last long. The dual main lasted about as much time as the solo main did.
Okay, that makes sense.
Well, maybe a little longer, but yeah, I focused on Alco pretty quick.
Nice. Yeah, I mean that's definitely a character awards to focus on her. I mean both that character and CCL just have such fat move lists. Lots of moves, lots of variability in their moves too. Where Alco's got so many creative ways to use the orb. I mean CL's got the ball where she gets to drift around. She's got the most moves in the game.
Yeah, bitch is a Tekken character. That move list just keeps scrolling.
Literally, yeah. Got like tons of command rumbles. One of the things that made it hard for me when I was trying that character was like just all of her command rumbles. Oh yeah, the Arya shout out from MQZ over here. Also part of the ATG crew. It's funny because while she's got so many moves, she also gives you a lot of ways to mess up. And one of the things that a lot of the players picking up this character are going to have to learn through, she's got so many defensive and reversal options. Using the right one at the right time and also knowing when not to use any of them is going to be really big as well.
Yeah, but we're just going for the standard key zoning here, but Nania making his way in can be a little tricky to deal with.
Nice little JA tap. Really good use of that upward sitting JA by MQZ. But just a little off on the spacing, and Fahani's going to sneak out.
Yeah, that is also notable for Nania on defense. Spacing around that. Nania 2C will go under CL5C. So you really have to space around it to beat it, and do the follow-up. Oh, okay, yeah. Funny's mix, I played him earlier today. It's been looking clean.
Yeah.
Just really tight execution on both the combos and the mix-ups.
Right, even a little Nania Poop Dory like we just saw to close out that round. Like, throws off the movement just enough from a character who's got so many things he can do in that situation. But now MQZ gonna have a chance to do something to Honey in this corner here, just keeping it solid with the 5C. You know what? I respect the idea of going for that shield. Gotta be ready to cancel those though. Oh, but is ready for the health shield cancel. Nice little pseudo left
nice
right.
2-2B there. Like usually 2-2A is the thing that people opt for, but 2-2B gonna cover that double jump back and also beat the follow-up. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Huge whiff
Yeah,
punish
the
from
B-dive is really easy to track. I feel like MQZ is sometimes burning too many air options to get down. Okay, that's invalid, but works out.
Yeah, Fahani maybe holding on to the tech, not trying to get tech trapped off of that. Sometimes that can happen in that situation. It can be a little precarious, but you kind of had to survive it. Now
You
it's
should
one round
always be
apiece.
able to air back tech there, as
Yep.
long as you know which side you're facing.
Oh. Really weird situation. Alright, nice pickup by Fahani here. Gonna be some Nania mix in this corner.
Yeah, it just cleans that round up so fast.
Yep. I mean, sometimes the mix just hits, and that's the round. You know, when you're fighting a character that puts so many options against you in the corner like this. If you get hit, you get hit.
Ooh, okay, I like the 4C attempt, but funny just floating a little bit longer. And yeah, DP is gonna give him the momentum back. And yeah, these CL reversals not always the most advisable.
Right. I mean, speaking of floating, for Honey just jumping there, expecting that one. 2 and 4C, a very popular option for people picking up this character because so many times it can be so safe. If it's blocked, you're not going to get punished unless they're already in the air, and that is exactly why Honey was already jumping there.
Okay, nice pickup from the key.
Yeah, identifying in the chat as Ario saying that MQZ is tilted. Definitely looking like a little frustration, but it's getting reined in here. Nice conversion with the EX sinker.
You usually aren't able to get the JBC off of that hit, but still, MQZ not in too bad of a position. You got a lot of health to work with. Even though that 5C whiffed, you just get the follow-up, and oh no, that another 214C is going to mean a lot of damage.
Yeah, especially when Fahani was already in the air there, and this is going to kill Fahani 2-0 off of that. Like, while CL does have all of these reversal options, you have to use them judiciously. They're not all going to get you out for free. And popping 2 and 4C in the place of its critical weakness being, if someone's in the air, even if you get hit by the first key in the air, you can sometimes, depending on the position, you can air tech and punish.
Also, Finisher in chat asking, wow, that killed. CL actually has reverse guts, for anyone that didn't know.
Oh, I did not know. All the guts brackets feel so random to me.
Yeah, same. It like the only things that like sort of make sense is like they're like, oh, we should give like the evil version, like the like Aki V Aki and like Len White Len dichotomy. Like one is fast but low health versus slow but high health.
Yep. And then for some characters like Necomech, different moons have different health brackets for some reason. Because why not?
Arrow is so damn privileged.
Yep.
They decided you needed even more health.
This is what I'm talking about when I say this game was not designed.
Yeah.
We were given a product, and this is just what we get. Rump hovering the H neck, and Ral shouting out a Haru in a dry lens F Miyako here real quick. I'm sure we are going to see the classic F Akiha from Ral though. Pretty strong character. I would not be too surprised if Rump sticks with the H neck though. Was playing this character in LFGNA for a while, but we are going to the classic F Nero.
Yeah, keeping it serious. Although I mean, from what I understand, F Aki really does not like comboing cats. Okay, yeah, we're just getting the sludge set up, but we're all floating over it, not getting tagged too hard. But yeah, just so hard to anti-air that JB. really strong advantage right now, just keeping you locked down in the corner. Yeah, Crow covering the ground, stopping the dash out. Ooh, okay.
Nice jump
All
out
making it
there.
out, but yeah. Narrow jump out pays the bills.
Yep, and
And
Raul just kind of floating around on the other side of the screen right here, but needs to make something happen. Got to start trying to apply some pressure onto Rump to get this hit to make this comeback, and Rump just putting up a wall with the summons, but Raul finding a way through, just barely over the Crow.
yeah, but like all of these openings are like mid-screen pressure and you aren't going to be getting much off of that, but maybe getting something off of this, we could IH, maybe see something here.
Yeah, start making that comeback a little bit off of an IH. You'll make the health lead a little bit closer.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Ooh. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
going to be rough.
yeah,
This will
probably
waste a
wanted a
lot of
DP
time
there.
too.
Yeah, basically impossible to come back from at this point, and that's going to be Rump with the first round. I want to say Raul wanted DP there instead of the web, but either way wasn't going to be looking like prime positioning for that.
Yeah. No way to manipulate the timer as F-Moon there.
Yep.
And Rump just finding another opening off the bat, going for the air throw into IAD. Surprisingly hard to deal with as most characters.
And
Especially Akia with, I believe, a slow wake up. Or maybe not on air dash. I mean, air throw, enter.
Yeah, it looked like we were about to see an unblockable setup, but ran out of max a little too soon, and Raul getting caught up backing behind double crows. Got a lot of health to make up here.
Yeah, and it's just so tricky as Akia, because like a lot of your hits that you're likely to get like just off of your random pressure openings aren't going to be much damage. Like you kind of want the setup to really go into the serious stuff, which makes it just such a massive hill to climb against Nero.
Yeah, her strength is very much playing the war of attrition, not necessarily in always being able to make that comeback.
We're seeing some very nice scramble plays here, though, from Raul. Good awareness on jumping over the snake and then getting that JA counter hit, but now you're in the corner, it just doesn't matter.
Yeah, Rump using that snake
confirm.
to trap you in there. Oh, and gonna get a pickup off of the trade too. Air counter hits are so deadly sometimes.
Yeah, a little bit of impatience there from Raul. Like, even if you got that hit, the sludge would have protected Nero.
Just as you say it, Sludge protecting him right there. Notice how Rump 2 tries to trap the air tech with the positioning of that Sludge. The frontal hitbox would have trapped a hastier air tech.
Yeah, I do really like the anti-air there from Raul, knowing that if you can just hit Nero out of the air, you can get rid of that Crow, but now, like, it's just so hard to deal with. Didn't have the jump cancel ready that time, and Snake's gonna hit you and pick up that combo.
Yeah, and the defensive movement from Rump has been really good too. As soon as Rump gets the lead, we're seeing a lot of playing in the air, trying to get into this position where if Akiha wants to jump, JB or JC from Nero is going to be a real threat to that approach, as it was there, but not quite in a position where he can convert comfortably, and now Rump's the one in the corner.
Yeah, got the wacky hit of JB there, going to be minus on hit and uncancelable. And now Raul in control. It is kind of tricky to get the life lead back from Faki, but yeah, bad air tech there.
Yeah, and all this kind of started from Raul overextending with a throw right there. Had a nice, comfortable lead.
Oh,
and, oh yeah, tried to panic
okay, I mean,
there.
that's probably a little less scaled, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I wonder if you do take more damage, or less damage from that than if you just eat the whole unblockable from the arc drive, right?
Yeah, no, it's gay down here. It's gay up there, too.
I mean, one of the pivotal moments there was Raul going for that throw, which is where Rump got to escape the corner. And, like, Rump was doing a really good job of blocking out the pressure, but it's so important that, especially when you have a lead, you don't force some of these interactions, because this game, you are neutral after the throw tech. Akiha not going to have the fastest or biggest buttons to immediately punish you for going for a straight-up jump out there.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like the play as Faki in that kind of scenario that I see like Zay go for a lot is just like just J8, try to make yourself into the wall, stop them from getting out of the corner, and see how it goes from there. Although Rump also known to J9B out of the corner after throw tech, so I don't know.
Yep. I mean, J9 JB on Nero just covers so much space in front of him. I mean, it's just such a good way of taking your turn back unless someone knows you're about to do it and pick something that is specifically going to preempt that and punish Nero for going for it. It's just a very oppressive option. I'm gonna see another character up next with some really impressive tools here. Inf20 coming up with the C Satsuki against Gear Dragon C Vaki. And Gear Dragon played pretty out of his mind last midweek. Got third place in a really nail-biting set against Onion Lust. I believe there's a game 5 losers finals there.
Ooh, the Satsuki slate.
Yeah, playing on the Perfection Simulator character Sivakia. Historically, these sets do go Inf's way, and it's not necessarily that Inf always has Gear Dragon's number, but the room for error is so small here, and Sats.
This magic is like in Sivaki's favor, or even close to it.
Yep.
We're getting some shoutouts.
And like Sivaki too, I mean every Vakiha having a double air dash, a character who's really likes to be in the air, has that air ribbon too, really good tool for plus frames, but I mean Satsuki, some of the best suite of anti-airs in the game between that 5A and the 2-2B. And also if you get too comfy going for pressure, it's something Sivakia has to do, keep you in the corner, jail you with her rebeats, make you really uncertain of where to press. Between the 5A and the 2CC, Satsuki has one of the best suites of Abare tools in the entire game for sure.
Yeah.
And Inf has really made a name for himself in pressing those two buttons specifically exactly where they're good.
Yeah, but okay, we're getting some projectile zoning coming out immediately from Gear Dragon, which is a lot more stable against some of the Sat's aggression. But oh my god, that whiffs on the shield, and this is going to be such a big opening for Inf.
Yeah,
so
really.
much damage.
Oh my gosh, yeah, this Vakia health 5k and mix. Oh, yo, we're just going for the heat off night? I wonder if that was a 5E throw that was meant to be a throw or something.
Maybe. I mean, it's not very rewarding to go for throws CSOTs there.
Right? I mean, either way, you don't really lose too much here. But you could if Gear Dragon really gets this Pidoki going. Oh, just opting for damage.
Yeah, huh. The combo was pretty scaled too, so I'm not sure what... Oh, okay. Maybe
Okay, a little bit of a connection moment, yeah. Which is funny, this is Florida gamers. Used to both play to that Gatorland local that Inf ran the bracket for. Ooh.
Wow, I can't believe that dodged the JC. I mean, I guess Inf was kind of spacing it a little high, and now Gear Dragon ready to anti-air with this JB. Ooh,
oh, and ready to poke out.
outside.
Yeah, really good walk back from Gear Dragon there. Knows that Inf wants to press these A normals. And I mean, 2C was definitely a risk there for Gear Dragon, but that's a really good call out on the player habit.
Yeah, and I really like the ways that Gear Dragon has developed to counterplay that EX Shield 2A against Ribbon, because it's just such a strong option. You really need to have those options that like other Ribbon and like the walk back and stuff on deck. Oh, okay, Inf baiting that person. It's over, it's over.
Oh my gosh, yeah, and what a way to bait it too. Just the why I oughta.
Yeah. Okay, nice preemptive JB. Just covering that angle that Inf loves to attack at. And yeah, this is something that happens a lot with Rain as well. Like, Inf really just, a lot of the time, when met with stuff like this JB, like this ribbon zoning, just finds a way to just go a little bit higher over it. Oh, and this is going to be Max.
Oh, could have been the unblockable mess up. Oh, definitely wanted 2-1-4 and got 4-2-1. Tragic.
Oh, he would have worked too.
Yeah, still has a healthy lead, but I mean, Gear Dragons had him right where he wanted him for a second. Getting walked back to the corner off of this, and the charge pillar is going to give a conversion, but not the full one. Inf is so good at reacting to these overheads.
Yeah.
I think I've only seen Inf get hit by one of these overheads like one time, ever. Oh my gosh, sneaking under the JC. Really clutch hit by Gear Dragon here. Not quite going to get a kill, but going to have a great situation to stall out the rest of this clock. 15 seconds, you're in jail. Satsu's got to find a way to mash out and just maximizing these plus frames.
Mm-hmm. That was so sick.
Yeah, what timing on the pit detonation there too from Gear Dragon. I mean, normally Sivaki, she wants to keep you in the pit to drain your health slowly, but I mean, when you're playing for time right there, really good way to just use the whole duration of that move to stall extra time, get extra plus frames, and force Inf into a bad spot. I mean, hard to blame Inf for even gambling at the end there where he died.
And also, I love the way that all started just from crouching under that JC approach, because that's a very strong option that a lot of players just don't have the awareness to do. Like, the meta is really swing jump-ins at the opponent's head, and a lot of them are actually crouchable if they don't have the active frames.
True. To the opposite of something crouchable, they tried to low crush, but Inf with the 5A to get this whole situation started. You're dead off a couple touches.
Satsuki moment.
Yep. I mean, she just hits you. There's the mix, and like, what are you gonna do sometimes, you know?
Okay, yeah, a little aggressive there, trying to catch Inf with that JB once again, but okay, finds the jump in. That 2C has so much whiff recovery.
Yep. Oh, and rare high
loops.
damage combo from Zivaki.
Yeah, but not gonna get the pit drain after.
Yeah.
Just what-
Uh-oh. Oh no, and it was called out last time too. Gear Dragon's gotta know he can't burst there.
Yeah, Inf really loves to go for those burst baits. And it's pretty safe too as well if you're just doing it from sweep into feint.
Yep.
And yeah, it's... You got a challenge in the corner there at some point, but Sats just has that air dash back, gonna mix up her landing timing and just fall on top of you.
Right, and I mean, as Vaki, you do have the 623A anti-air if you're really willing to go for it, and that's a pretty important situation to be looking for. Like 623A could have been really threatening to Inf there if you were noticing where Inf was going to fall, because even if you stall the momentum, it does hit pretty high up, and I believe we might be getting a rehost. Oh, because it crashed. Okay, it crashed. Also, like, a lot of that round started off of Inf going for that quick heat after Gear Dragon got the rare high damage Sivaki combo, and that's a pretty good decision against Vaki because, like, it's rare she gets that damage. You have some red health to heal up, and, like, every hit you get on Vaki is gonna go further. So just getting her off of you, stopping her from getting that early momentum where she can establish a lead that she really, really wants, so huge in helping progress around for you against that character.
Right, yeah. Yeah, Gear Dragon definitely putting on a show here. I really like, I don't know, just where he does and doesn't opt to actually fight CSOTs. Like, definitely has had it beaten into him that, like, if you're in this position, CSOTs will just hit you just like that and get 5k into maybe the round. But, like, avoiding these air dash JC angles, avoiding the spots where 5A anti-air is even a threat, able to play a relatively grounded game except when you're running away. And it was all looking very good. It's just Sats just sometimes finds those hits, and Inf is good at finding those angles.
Yep.
Alright, Gear Dragon immediately seizing some space, just keeping the block strings short, not wanting to interact too much. But JB is gonna hit as a jump in into a bit of a drop there.
Yeah, but Gear Dragon just patiently holding this corner positioning, not overcommitting on the offense here off of these little drops. Because one miss is going to be fatal just like this. Look at that. Your whole lead about to go away, and you're going to get mixed. Nice bunker OS to get out.
Bunker OS. Yeah, and I'm liking these JBs on the air tech, but like this situation after them, Inf just often has the advantage. I feel like I kind of experienced a similar thing playing against him with F-Maids, because like I would go for these Kohaku JBs, and then the air tech would just feel not in my favor because I can't like stay in the air or I'll just get neutral tech 5-aid.
Yep. I mean, Satsuki 5A, one of the most consistent at anti-airing people just for how high it hits and how far it hits relative to her head hurt box. Holy damage off of this too. Yeah, finally finding a burst opportunity.
Yeah, but like it didn't really save you from that much damage. It just saved you from the mix, and Inf is going to set up the same thing right now.
Yeah, that was a really heads up preemptive JA from Inf actually. Pressed that JA really early. Like Gear Dragon positioned really
Hmm.
well to meet Inf in the air, but Inf was like, I know exactly where you're about to go, and just pressed the JA early and stopped him from making it happen. And that was like a 2.5 touch round.
Yeah,
Honestly, that went so
crazy.
fast.
Inf, uh, Imp's JAs, like, it's pretty dangerous on CSOTs, but they just work so well as a layer 2 after the 5A, especially as a character like Sivaki that just doesn't have great jump ins. Like, you have JC, but it's not cancelable and it's a little whack. And mostly she just wants to disengage.
Yep. We're actually about to get another CSOTs up here too. Rump back up against Plummy. Plummy off a
Hmm.
2-0 over Illumin before this. Really big upset there. Illumin
And
got
Dalek
4.
as well.
Oh
Wow.
my gosh. Wow. Plummy on a crazy run right now. I mean, Plummy's also been playing in those Melt Your Blood brackets, has not quite gotten close to those top 8s, whereas, I mean, Dalek has been top 8ing midweeks lately. Illumin
Hmm.
got 4th at the last Melt Your Blood, but I mean, Plummy has always shown some promise since starting game, has placed the Satsuki buttons really well since the start, but just has not quite been able to tie the rest of the character up together to get finishing those combos, getting the clean mix, and I wonder if we're going to see a little bit more of that here, as I mean, Plummy is on a real breakout run.
Hmm. Yeah, and I know what Rump thinks about this character.
Oh, yeah.
Not exactly their favorite.
I mean, I'm gonna be fully honest too. Adality slash Rosetta TO from the EU scene. Shout outs for the census she put out earlier. I definitely mark this character as my least favorite character. I can't lie. A character who, I mean, we just saw it, right? She hits you, she puts you in a situation. It's where she's got one of the best access to looping mix-ups in the entire game. There's not a whole lot of characters who actually get to put you in real 50-50 mix situations a lot.
Hmm.
She's got those great buttons to be able to mash out on you, a great suite of defensive tools. But I mean, she does have to work her way in against this Nero character.
A bit of a miscue on that teleport there, and yeah, a bit too low to get the air unblockable. Wow, what a weird situation.
Yeah. And Rump has fought a lot of games with Inf, is ready to ground attack these and create this corner situation off the scramble. Is Plummy going to be ready to fight Nero?
Yeah, a bit telegraphed on like the jump out angle that Plummy had to take there because like, yeah, when you're taking that long on the J7 before you SDJ, it just gives Rump all the time in the world to just block off your exit with that JC, and that's just going to be the whole round. Rump just keeping Plummy in the corner that whole time.
Yeah, and this is kind of a rare character too. Despite his strength, there's not really a lot of people on the Nero.
But this is how a Satsuki Brown can start.
Yep.
You probably
Just
got to
like
get
that.
like an extra touch against Nero, especially when he has this burst on deck. But Satsuki can always make it happen, as we've seen many times over.
Yep. This could be the start. I mean, we already saw one mix-up connect and Rump bursted out of that right away because they know what can happen right here, and that's exactly why they're backdashing out, not trying to deal with this 2C right there.
Yeah, it really just checking if Plummy's ready. Like, it does recover a lot slower than you might think, and Sots has the active frames to deal with it, but like, if you don't know which way F Narrow is going, because he does have the teleport dash on both forward and back, it can be a little tricky to fight.
Yeah, and so can those snakes be. If you don't know about these snakes, they're air unblockable. You got to be ready for them coming up and covering that approach right there. Plummy not quite ready and getting hit by the snake into the full conversion. You're definitely the kind of character who's going to check you on how ready you are for this particular matchup.
Okay, well, the mix-up will work.
Nice little staggers.
Get
Uh-oh,
some
command
Sat
grab.
pressure. Ooh, not ready.
Missed the OTG. Oh, no.
Yeah, that OTG, not completely trivial. And now Rump is going to have an opportunity to get some pressure. Yeah, not getting the sweep hitbox there of the 2B, so... But just fights their way out. Going to get this IH here, just covering the corner with that JC.
Yep. And as we saw in the previous round, this is where you learn about Nero. This is where you learn that you really have to be patient in working your way out of this corner. Nero's got all the tools in the world to trap you in there.
Oh my god.
Wow, and yeah, has that 2C to enter, but Plummy, just the preemptive JC gonna work out, and yeah, Rump.
Oh, he's a little late there. Yeah, okay.
I was real scared we were gonna see a last start there.
Yeah. Very nicely placed by B from Rump. And another one taking advantage of the fact that Plummy didn't have all of their air options left.
And then also taking advantage of Plummy not being ready for this F-Moon frame data, nor the Snake. The nice conversion with the Charge 5C here. Gonna be a really tough situation for Plummy. Nero and Max, you got Crows out. You got Unblockable set up.
Oh, okay. Rump just getting hit after that. Bit of a weird situation.
Right, I wonder, it's so funny, people maybe not knowing about this unblockable setup and just getting hit, kind of thwarting this a little bit.
Yeah, it's just like you see the super flash, you're like, that can't be good. I need to get out of here. And then it kind of worked out in that case, but Rump gonna just clean it up real solid, just like that.
Right, like Crows are out, Nero's and Max. We're clearly in a situation that you very much do not want to be in. And speaking of situations you do not want to be in, I don't know who wants to be in the situation of having to fight Council at any point in time. We are about to get Council and Inf up here. Council, the winningest midweek player to ever do it. I gotta tally up the stats again, but I think Council's won like 20 midweeks out of like 40 at this point. Just one of the net play gods, easily up against Inf 20.
As long as it's net play. And Council versus Inf is just a classic of classics right here. We have seen the story before. Council tends to have the advantage, but I believe Inf has gotten a couple hits in there.
Yeah, Inf has actually gotten these really close in the past. I think the close Inf has gotten has been last round against Council before. I mean, Inf has definitely shown that just the clinical assessment of Satsuki, the ability to press 5A and 2C in the right spots as someone is coming at you, like really challenges people to be very aware of like, okay, let me hard bait out these buttons, and 5A is always a hard button to bait out. And because once you get hit by Satsuki, Inf's execution is really solid, very rarely drops, going to run that mix up on you, and like it can happen to you, right? It can happen to even Council.
Yeah, especially as a character with as low health as Len.
Yep,
like,
but the
Satsuki can just kind of run away with things sometimes, but Council very much known for finding a way out of an impossible situation.
Oh, very much. And also, I mean, Len is also a character that's hard to find a way out of, right? She's also got some of the best mix in the game. 50-50 high-low with the fuzzy overhead. Strike throw with the combo
though, to be fair.
True. Yeah, I was labbing that myself recently, and I was struggling to hit that on Sots.
Yeah, Inf not ready to swing that A button after shielding there, and yeah, just getting hit by the air dash mix-up. Council not even opting for the fuzzy that time.
Yeah, and you see the Council aura. Like, Inf, normally, 9 times out of 10, someone's air dashing right there. Inf is pressing that 5A. Did not do a thing with Council flying in there, and Council about to get these loops going. Oh, not quite. Just opting for the single throw.
Yeah, is small enough that you can only go for the 3C loop.
Oh, interesting.
But yeah, Inf did get the 5A beaten out right at the start of the round, so it makes sense that the next step would to be going for that shield, but
yep. And see, here's the other thing about fighting Council, right? Like, you see that air tick throw. How do you even get Council to be in the situation where you have the advantage, right? That's the challenge of fighting Council. That is why this is the guy. But Inf might have an opportunity here.
Already getting more damage than last round, and
yep.
Oh, okay.
And like, I got hit. I thought she was going over Len's head. I can't lie. Len is small. How does she not?
Yep, we're gonna spend the meter, go for another mix-up. Council ready with that shield, though. Always willing to show H shield as an option despite its limitations.
Yep. And it is going to be an option that is going to work when you've burned your air options there. You don't have F Moon landing recovery. And you're swinging that JC. Now you're in a situation yourself. Nice blocks by Inf, though.
And also, a big thing about showing the air shield immediately on the wake up is it meant Inf didn't really have an opportunity to chip any of that red health. And Council was able to get it all back and now has the life lead. Just,
and more than the life lead, has the match. Way to clean that one up. Catches Inf in the scramble. Air Ice is such a strong move. Really good frame advantage there. Just trapping Inf there, and Inf is not going to be able to escape that scramble.
Yeah, Air Ice, like the active frames, similar to Rain, it's especially, honestly, more so because it goes horizontal. It's just so good at catching these air tech situations.
Ooh.
Like, it can just cover them all sometimes.
Yeah. 5A, they're good at catching these jumps as well, getting into this good corner situation here. Gonna get a little mix-up, stolen the corner, and yep, Council was looking for that.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Satsuki moment. We're getting a lot of these reduces, but you're still one hit from death.
Oh, nice low crush by Council there.
Invuln.
Yeah, saw the 2C there, had a feeling Inf might want to force it again.
Baiting out that throw tech attempt.
Oh, and now here's the lens situation.
Yeah,
look at that one. Go ahead.
Yeah, because of the lack of throw loops on Sats, you aren't going to be able to get to 200, but now Council is threatening it. You really have to do something. She's going to get this red life back.
Yep, and just as you say that, Inf realizing, oh, I gotta get out of here, tries to hold up back, but Council with the situation off the 3C, using the plus frames of the space 2C into 3C, into this lens pressure where you have to be wary of the spin. Inf was trying to avoid getting jailed by that arc drive yet again while Council's in heat and can't find a way out.
Yeah, I think what Inf had to do there, honestly, because he was in heat and he was going to lose it at some point, and then bunker isn't an option. So I feel like you should have spent the last of your heat on bunker just to deny Council that heat there.
Yeah, would have been a really interesting option there. Because, I mean, now Inf's the one in heat. Oh, my crazy way to sneak out.
And we're setting up the mix.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean,
now Council has all this meter insurance. Could make it back, not opting to bunker, just letting himself go in heat.
Yep.
And now you have this red life back.
I like Inf just not interacting too, not trying to get caught blocking while this arc drive is on the table, but instead getting caught blocking and thrown. Really scary heat.
Oh my god, Council jumping a little too high there to punish.
Uh-oh. A mistimed EX shield there, tragic way to get counter hit, and now it is Council. Not quite. Nice
that
EX
shield not mistimed though. We're gonna get another mix-up. Council tries to catwalk out of it. This shouldn't kill, but the next one will.
I'm getting hit. The last time we saw that, it was same side. It was same side again. That little JB, how are you supposed to know it's gonna steal the other side?
There's just like so much to think about, and it's all based on this like unreactable high-low. But then, like, she has all of these extra options, and, like, if you're thinking too much about any of them, or, like, trying to do something on defense, Sats can just blow you up.
Yup. Oh, but speaking of getting blown up...
Yeah, Inf has just been sending these heats, and Council's gonna extend the combo for long enough to just take all of that meter, completely worth it.
Yeah, I mean, repping his own mix right there. Yeah, that Len Fuzzy, the 50-50. I respect Inf for going to block low there, even though he got hit by the overhead in the end there, because, like, you see the Len Fuzzy so often, a lot of people are actually blocking the Fuzzy more because, like, people know it's coming, right? Like, Len very marked by the Fuzzy, blocking low, not too unreasonable, thinking Council's going to want to crack you open there, but the tried and true is going to do it. Now we get Rump, third time up. Rump against Fahani. Fahani coming off a 2-1 over Alchemist of Atlas.
Great stuff from Funny. I have definitely seen him leveling up a lot throughout the last time. I mean, just in my sets with him, he's been getting a lot better, and also just making it further in these brackets, I'm having more opportunities to commentate him.
True. Ooh, and for anyone looking, we got some really hype stuff lined up for this loser side of top eight here. This is winner side top eight. I forgot to change it to winner semis for the last one, but that was console in for winner semis, and now it is Honey Rump for winner semis. Honey making it out to winner side top eight. Good stuff. Honey also going to be a combo breaker. You know what's funny about this bracket is of the top 8 seeds of this bracket, only 3 of these players are going to combo breaker, which is hype at the same time, right? Because you're seeing a lot of hype for the game, a lot of people hopping in these brackets, and also all the strong players showing up to give people these good reps. I mean, there's no Nero who's doing it in North America like Rump right now. There's not going to be a lot of matchup prep, but I mean, Nero is going to check you in so much of your situational awareness, right?
But yeah, I know Funny is like willing to lab these situations, and Nadia does have a lot of answers. You got the 214B, you got the 2C, able to slide under things like crows, and it can be tricky with Nadia movement to like stay on top of Nero, but like you're always threatening,
Right.
and that's what's important.
Yeah, and I mean, even beyond the specific moves, too, what we saw earlier from Rump against Ra was very good defensive movement as soon as they got a lead. Positioning to really trap those approaches from Ra. It's going to be hard for Nani to work his way into sometimes, and Rump already getting started here with a nice little mid-screen frame trap into the sludge.
Yeah, and like Funny was trying to set up like some mid-screen control there, but it's just like so hard to contest these narrow buttons from the air, like even when you're doing movement that should typically be safe.
Yep.
Okay, but Funny finding his way in a little unorthodox with that like slow button out of air dash. Amazing reaction from Rump.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I mean, speaking of unorthodox, defensive crows into Gat to catch the jump over, but it's not going to lead to too much, and now Fahani stealing all the momentum back, clearly unfazed by the whole ordeal.
Yeah, but I mean, even though this has been back and forth, Nero just with such a health advantage, forcing Funny to burst, and yeah, Bees are going to take it.
Yep, and this is one of those points of that situational awareness, right? Like, I respect the burst early on in the set, stop the momentum early on while you've got rounds to give, but look at this. You're no meter on the board. Rump is already at 200. Near reversal is also safe on block there. You're getting hit by this overhead, going to take a lot of damage, and now you're just in a really rough spot overall on hit. You didn't even build 100 bar back.
Yeah, and Rump is just able to spend this bar in max. Going back to neutral now, and mashes out after that neutral air tech. Good awareness.
Yeah, kind of a dangerous match too with Nania on your face, but I mean, look at how much Rump has right here, right? So much health, a near perfect right there, had so much health and resource to give, was going to get real close to a burst from Max, and putting so much burden on Fahani to make this comeback. And it just wasn't going to happen.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay, there's the 214B like we were talking about. That D-Crow going away on hit, so you can just jump cancel, collect your combo. And ooh, opened up by the second hit of JB there. It's a little hard to react to sometimes, but okay, yeah. Narrow jump out is just so strong, and it's a little tricky to cover in the ways that Funny is used to.
Right, I mean, you can't blame someone for going for the slicer. It does cover a lot of space, but not quite at that range, and Rump, having seen this character a ton, was pretty ready for it. But I mean, Fahani finding another hit off the neutral, and again, backdash off the mix-up. Rump's so good at being aware of these left-right situations and just challenging people, and are you going to be ready to keep me honest on this defense?
Yeah, and Nania definitely a character that can deal with that, but it's just so tricky when you're like thinking about your Oki and like how you're gonna run this mix and like convert everything, and then Nero just has so much health. You have to think about this so much, and yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, as you say it, Rump getting tricky off of that too. The little air jail with the JBJC into the crow setup on the ground. Really tough situation to escape from. Kind of pressure you really got to not cave to in these situations if you're Fahani here. And way to keep your cool, just blocking it out here. You have the corner positioning, no need to get too antsy.
Yeah, and Funny, like, able to gain some space sometimes. Okay, interesting option with the teleport into DP, but yeah, Rump is just going to reset this situation back to neutral. Funny not getting a lot of mileage off of it until now.
Yep, hard knockdown, Nani a mix-up. Are we going to trap that backdash? Yeah, just keep in the corner, not letting it happen. Nice counter hit. And this is where the confidence of Fahani shows. And repping that burst earlier, once Fahani got the momentum, feeling pretty confident in this offense. The little frame trap with the 2B, what a bold button to press there. Not quite going to do it one more time.
Not going to do it against Nero. You had to spend meter there.
But we're running out of time. Even if Rump gets to max, it wasn't going to be enough. And Fahani knows that. Keeping the pressure up, stopping Rump from escaping. Fahani with a round on the board.
2A having such a nice vertical hitbox there. Able to catch that jump out. Yeah, Nani a plus after those slashes. And Funny capitalizing on it, but not able to cover that JB in the corner.
Yeah, Nero JB, a pretty tough one to cover, especially because it hits a couple times. Timing your cancel off that shield, even when you're getting the timing right, is pretty difficult. Ooh, nice little dash 5A there. Invalid, but we take those. Rump definitely not ready for that dash in after the snake, it looked like.
Yeah, I think that was a missed IAD, if I had to guess.
Yeah. Second hit JB.
Okay, just bursting to keep momentum.
Nice counterplay.
Yeah, just going for the... Oh, but backs off.
Yeah, had the EX shield too. I don't know about going for DP instead of fishing for a better combo. Maybe just making sure you get that punish there. Look at that. Fahani now needs at least a full combo to get in here. Teleport might get this started. And the gag.
Oh, shit.
Chance for mix. But drops the ender. That's so huge for Fahani
okay, but
right here.
Stays on point. Still had the momentum for a second, but Rump has just been so good at zoning out Funny.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Really big opportunity for Fahani, and this hit could do it.
Oh, no. The nerves.
Oh, my gosh. The cancel into DP.
Funny clutches up.
Yeah, so smart right there. Not banking on the proration and lower damage from 236C. Opting for just damage, believing in the potential neutral after and just getting the kill. Doesn't even have to do with it 1-1.
Yeah, very clutch from Funny. Oh my god, the clash there. Rump ready to escape that situation, but it is a bit of a weakness on 5B. Yeah, Nero just finding this hit so easily.
Nice awareness by Funny that time. Had the 2A tap stop Rump from getting a full combo and block the snake after. That's what you need.
I also really like how Funny didn't chase too hard against Nero in the air, just immediately dashed back to mid-screen and tried to control space. But Rump is just in the driver's seat right now.
Oh,
has
absolutely.
all this Nero pressure going and doesn't really need to engage.
Fahani's saying, now it's my turn to drive. Respect to the situation in the corner, finding his own off of this hit. Hard knockdown, Nani a mix-up. Rump sees the corner gap.
Yeah, it's usually not that common that Nani will push you all the way in there.
And nice pace change by Rump too, swapping to focus on buttons over the summons, and the 5B is going to find its mark. What a great anti-air button for that angle. Fahani not pressing preemptively enough, and now it is set point Rump once again.
Yeah, I think Funny was just like over-committing on catching the forward and back text, because that's what Rump had shown a lot, and like they were getting tagged for it, but with narrow health you can kind of like sacrifice like getting tapped by Nania JA, right?
Yep.
When it's like at double jump height and they can't confirm.
Yeah, and Rump real conservative off of these, not risking an overextension into these Fahani buttons.
Great forward tech.
Yeah, and the patience too off of these stray hits. A lot of times when someone gets enough of these stray hits, like they'll start to try and force something. Rump keeping it solid, and look at that. It takes one combo, and now you've got the situation that you need to get this kill. 2K with the throw, or throw plus crows. Oh my gosh.
Just absolutely cleaning it up, not letting anything like that second game happen again. Very clean stuff from Rump.
For real, way to seal the deal against Fahani there. But great showing for Fahani, especially off of a breakout winner's side performance. As we move on to the loser side, where we've got a set that I am really excited for right here. We got Dalek against Ore, and Dalek coming off another upset right here, beating Alchemist of Atlas to make this top 8. Alchemist of Atlas, first time missing a top 8 in one of these net play brackets. what a ride this has been. Dalek 2-0, like the
Wow.
crazy losers run. 2-0 over Rambizi, Anomaletics, Torqued, Alchemist of Alice to make this top 8, as Ore also does it, closing it out 2-0 over both Wyvern and Plummy to get here.
Yeah, and denying Dalek the run back against Plummy, but Dalek is still just riding all this momentum. See if they can keep it up on stream.
Yeah, and I mean, Ore as well. We saw Ore getting real shifty with that F-Arc fuzzy, solid F-Arc combos, and just general good fundamental awareness of like when your opponent might be afraid. Pressing that off into the plus frames off wave. But I mean, Dalek playing C-Shion, gun is kind of like wave in its own way, except it's got ammo, and in exchange gets to be a little more advantageous, better for resetting that pressure, especially because you can go quintuple gunshot, pull all the way back up. Both of these characters potentially pumping out big damage as well.
Absolutely. CCon probably has a little more consistently, though, although maybe the health differential makes up for that.
Yep.
But at any rate, we're getting right into it. And Dalek just trying to stay on Ore's ass immediately, but then backs off a little bit.
Yeah, using that J2C to kind of scout out Ore's approaches here and finds plus on block situation in the corner, and Ore is not ready to handle these gunshots right now.
Oh, a little too low to get that dive there. Weird interaction. That move actually does have a minimum height.
Yep. Dalek pressing a lot of offense here, checking on how matchup aware is Ore.
Very nice dash 2A confirm there. And, okay, yeah, 2-2C big enough to beat that 2C from Dalek. Crazy anti-air.
Oh, and just keeping it simple. EXDP, a big chunk of damage, spend your max, make sure you secure that kill first round, Dalek.
That's what it's about. Using that dive to get out of there safely, and yeah, just not even trying to approach on the ground against that wave, taking a very high angle, and now you're in the CC on pressure.
Yep.
Does Ore know how the frame data works?
I mean, Ore did respect the gun this time, but look at that. Your guard bar is getting low, and
oh shit!
Was not watching that bullet resource, but all it takes is one hit, and look at that 5K doing what C-Shion does best to herself.
Very nice links there.
Nice gunshot by Dalek.
Yeah, CC a character that, despite not having great mid-range buttons, often has like deceptively strong mid-range through the threatening of gun and whip.
Oh my gosh, deceptive range right there too off of that dive kick. Ore got lost a little in the scramble, and Dalek with a really big opportunity to bring this back, gonna take the life lead off of this combo.
Yeah, and F-Arc not really having buttons that have the right angle to catch that J2C. CC with such a strong jump in there. Oh, nice okay, we're dashing around.
Dash. Oh, and sealing the corner, side swap combo. Dalek, a heat is not going to be enough. Yeah, you need to find this hit. And Dalek just saving the resources for next round, banking on either getting this hit or bringing it back next round. Yep.
Doesn't quite make it work. That's fair. You keep your 170 meter.
Right, you got a lot of good information from that one. And this first time we're seeing this left,
hard
right?
to play that sort of mid-range game against CC. Whip can just happen to you.
Yeah, and you can eat 6K and a DP bait. Uh-oh.
It's not gonna be pretty. Okay, well, drop there, but
nice blocks by Dalek.
Yeah. Gunshot is just so fast.
Right? Like, after blocking the wave, being like, I got one of those too.
Yep. Pew pew. Well. Oh my god. Seeing stuff like cancel side to side is always trippy. And yeah, that the EX dive is threatening off of air throw from, like, it's always a little further than you expect, right? Like, she can be out of the corner and it still works out. Okay,
And
yeah.
one of the
Ore opting to go for the easier stuff this time, just trying to keep it stable.
Yeah, and paying off right there too. Just keeping solid offense there too with those checks. Nice shield by Dalek. Recognize the fuzzy habit that we saw earlier.
Hmm. And one issue with FARC's Fuzzy as opposed to a character like Hland, her air dash is a little floatier, so there's a lot more time before the button will come out. But I mean, Ore can also just play her like a Melty Blood character that has good air buttons and have it work out just like that round.
Yep.
Oh no.
But Dalek's saying we're not in the air anymore. Pulling up and catching the toes for this 5K. Oh, if we could finish the combo. But I mean, look at that. 4.7 even off a drop. Full deck of bullets on deck. Oh my gosh.
Okay, we're getting the side swap again though into the tech.
Oh, and the tech trap. Yeah, Ora's got these on lock, looking for this, and that's another 4K right back. Ora in the lead as well. Dalek not having it.
Mm-hmm. He can deny that fuzzy there. Really early J2C, interesting spacing on that. And yeah, Whip just stops you from doing that after those gunshots.
Nice
Really
delay
hard to deal
DP
with.
from Ore there. You could see Dalek looking for it a little bit before. Ore had the bar for it, but didn't give it up so easily. Found a nice way to sneak through. Now Dalek does need one more hit. No meter for heat. Nice air tech trap. On punishing the
Oh
no
my
tech.
god.
Last time I
Yeah,
played
just
Dalek, they did
pulls
say
out
they
the
were
lack of
working on
tech
this
there.
more.
Yeah, I mean, it's so scary to air tech in some of these situations against CCon because the DP is just so active and it kind of hits everywhere.
Yep.
Like, and the alternative is like forward tech, maybe, but like that's also terrifying.
Yeah, it's kind of like
we're
a
hitting the
smaller
links.
Hime
Ah.
DP. Oh, not quite.
Yeah, smaller but faster. The speed
Yep.
matters quite a lot.
It really does. What, it's a 4-frame DP, right? Or
Mhm.
no, oh my gosh.
It's 4-frame.
Dang.
That JB finding its mark, or trying to find these conversions, but yeah, when you're at mid-range, the whip is just so threatening, and Ore seeming unused to not being safe in that spot.
Oh, nice JC from Dalek. Recognized the retreating habit from Ore and started retreating themselves. Was able to find the counter poke. About to go into max. Big opportunity. 30 seconds. You can still make this comeback.
Oh,
Not
very
often.
nice bait.
Yeah, really
Yeah,
clean
Ore
awareness.
staying resilient there.
For sure. I mean, like, Dalek had to burst there, right? You had to burst at some point in that combo. F-Arc does damage. Ore's shown they're going to convert pretty well. And just bet the burst a little bit early right there. Nice way to clean up by Ore. Oh my gosh, a nice way to start this round. The quick early counter hit JB using that full forward hitbox, catching Ore and meeting Dalek in the air. And yo, just not trying to deal with this situation.
Yeah. Man, the CC on air buttons are just so disgusting sometimes.
Yeah, she's just got a button for every angle, and that is also what sets
Mhm.
C apart. Like we've seen the J2C scouting with Dalek. We just saw the JA scouting, checking Ore in the corner right here. JC for above, JB from in front of her, and Dalek has used the full suite of air buttons as well as the ground buttons, keeping this pressure real tight.
Yeah, and you really gotta be ready to like present something on defense against these like 2-3-6 options where Sion shoots fewer bullets.
Yep.
But
Keeping solid.
Alright,
No
staying in
DP
control,
sight.
you have access to IH there. Yep, IH is the dive kick. And yeah, that JB into 2C can just convert from so far. Not gonna do it, but
Oh, no
heat tape
stress.
is.
Yeah, I wonder if Ore could have just killed by going for like the full BC J2C there. I guess didn't want to bet at all, but found the round anyways. Both players starting with 0 meter on the board. Oh my gosh,
Even
overhead
game,
finally
but-
shows itself. Left, right,
Yeah,
again, finally we're seeing the
overhead.
cross up.
When the opponent is on match point, that's when the 6Bs start coming out. It's the do or die scenario. CC on pressure so suffocating.
Oh, and
Then
Dalek
you're
sure
getting
is
nothing
doing
left,
right now.
Oh, gaslit.
Triple Kya.
Not
Keep it
quite gonna
simple.
do it against Arc Health, but
Yeah, wait
very
for
nice
Dalek to stay
placement.
solid. Just staying on the
Mhm.
ground, letting Ore float in the air, and using that 5C anti-air. Pretty committal and tough to place anti-air as well.
Yeah, a bit too far for the conversion on J2C there, but just gonna open Ore up with the pressure anyway. We're gonna get a mix up here or not.
Ooh, yeah, no, just stay,
Ooh,
keeping
okay,
that corner
good block.
positioning.
Only
JTC
letting
is the
that
wall
60
of
work.
red. Yeah, Ore respecting that. Just tried to stay entirely away. Not put themselves in harm's way in the air. But has to do so in trying to jump out of the corner. And now you're back in it.
Oh man, just not at the height where that 63A would work out.
Oh, but is the placement where that JB is going to work out? Sniping Dalek for that J2C scouting that we've been seeing thus far. Oh my gosh.
That was gross. What even?
Battle of Brolic air buttons, and Ore is winning right now. It's not quite going to be enough to kill Dalek with
Not
one more
going for the
chance.
But you have such control of the game now, and that's what I was talking about before. Ore loves that option.
And it is paying off. Ore advancing into top 6 in this top 8. What a bracket, huh?
Yeah, putting an end to that loser's run from Dalek, which was so impressive, but also impressive from Ore just making it so far in such a stacked bracket.
For real. And we have a minute while we wait for the other side of losers. We might just run winners finals a little early here while we have it. Set these winner side players free for a little bit of a break. We've got Raul and Finisher finishing up on the loser's side here, no pun intended. Where Gear Dragon awaits some of the other side of losers top 8. So to get things moving on this Sunday night, we are going to go on to Council Rump. Unless they are chill with waiting. Because you know what? We might be able to just catch the end of this Finisher Raul otherwise. We'll see.
I get to commentate some fast multi.
Right? They started about 10 minutes ago. They gotta be about done. Let's see, yo, Fast Melty, what's up? Raul also getting here after a 2-0 from over Illumin, which is another really big win. This is for top 8. Finisher has not missed the top 8 in a minute.
Yeah,
Fast
so far,
Melty is so funny.
Yeah. Honestly, I think Raw was looking really clean, just like positioning / awareness wise during the rump set, but gets opened up low there, and oh, the finisher specials can take that round.
Yeah, most of the weakness we saw was kind of in game state adjustments, right? Like realizing, oh, I've got the lead, I don't have to overcommit to this throw, or oh no, Rump has the lead, I have to start trying to work my way towards a hit and scout this movement. But I mean, Akila's so good once she gets someone into the corner here, and we're kind of seeing the funny jailing situation
Doesn't
here.
get jail, but yeah, okay, gonna close it out anyway. Grimble neutral. Pick gonna catch Funny's landing. Yeah, Raw really playing around that air dash approach, but Funny not going for it, finding the opening another way.
Finisher. Let me put this out, actually. I don't even know actually what the score is. We'll go with losers top 12 and we'll just put this on. Let's go. Oh no, that was it. We didn't make it to the end, but you know what? It works out. Winner's side was not ready yet. I wonder if that was a Raul win. It was looking like it right there.
Yeah, looking in control.
We could be seeing a Raul on the top 8 here.
Watching that score report. All with the victory over Finisher.
It was a Raul 2-1. Good shit to Raul. Okay, we got Raul versus Gear Dragon up here. We got 2 different Akihas up here.
Yeah. Increasing the representation. Well, one is Viaki, one's Aki, but close enough.
Yeah, and a really big upset too. Again, Finisher has not missed a top 8 in a minute props to Ralph for pulling through on that one. And Gear Dragon already saying in the tournament chat, this about to take forever. I mean, this is so funny because both of these Akihas are the versions that want to put you in a pit and keep you there, but they're doing it in two entirely different ways, right? Like Steve Akiha puts you in the pit that drains your whole life away, drains your life, drains your meter. She's trying to jail you with pressure that just keeps you sitting still. F Akiha, you're sitting still because you want to, right? You're sitting still because that is scary. It is scary being in the F Akiha pit. The longer she charges it up, the more powerful it gets, and it becomes air unblockable. It's just an overall really tough situation to deal with there. The longer you sit in it.
It's so hard to find the spot where you are supposed to interact versus F hockey. Like, because any button can just change into like a pit set cancel and then can be this like mixture of frame trap / reset.
Right.
Depending on how long you charge the pit. Like, everything is so ambiguous and so flexible.
Yeah, I mean, this is the Gaslight Gatekeep girl boss character. She puts you in the pit and she's like, ooh, can you press? I don't know. Can you throw tech? Can you jump? I don't know.
Yeah.
Really playing this game of like, what can you do actually? I wonder. Like, nothing is theoretically safe, right? When the pit can just go off if you do something, it's pretty scary. And especially because it becomes air unblockable and hits upwards. I mean, I'm sure as a Siako player yourself, I'm sure you wish that it was like air unblockable sometimes, right?
Oh man, yeah.
Can you imagine?
That would be something.
Yeah, not something I want to see, I can't lie. But I do want to see this set right here. I mean, Gear Dragon has been playing out of his mind lately. Crazy performance again at midweek 41 just a couple of weeks ago. And I mean, Rala, crazy performance himself. What a breakout. I mean, took a break from brackets for a good while. Has been playing, I believe, World of Warcraft or something and taking a break from Melty overall. But I mean, what a way to return to the game.
Yeah, and okay, immediately SJ8 double jump in neutral, and okay, now that like etiquette is done with, we're all setting pits. Gear Dragon in control. These like similar characters, but also very different. With Siviaki having the speed and low health, but both of them just very good at wasting the timer in their own special way.
Right. I mean, we got lowest health versus highest health right now. This is kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm. And that dynamic is going to be like especially important with how they interact with life gain. All right, yeah, a bit of a weird hit on that J2C there. Not going to get the Oki that Raw wanted. Here, just setting up the double pillar. Yeah, and another thing I've noticed from Gear is he's very willing to like just leave himself at mid-range after ending pressure and covering the way you want to get out of the corner. And it's just such a strong tactic, and yeah, we're all not ready to block that ribbon, just gonna get opened up, and that hit under you is gonna drain so much health.
Yeah, I mean, it was going to be rough anyways. That was 16 seconds on the clock at the end of that one. How are you coming back all of that life? Ooh, rare overhead conversion, looking like H-Vaki here with the corner to corner. That's such a funny combo too, because that overhead is dash cancelable, which is like an extremely rare property in this game. Like off the top of my head, I can't even think of another move that is.
I feel like there's one, but I forget.
Right? See, I know it's rare when you can't think of one, because I'm thinking if there's someone who knows facts about moves, it's got to be you.
Oh, bit of a drop there again, but yeah, Gear Dragon just playing the situation after pretty well, trying to place the JA and then just bailing with the ribbon when it doesn't work out.
Yeah, really strong game plan from Gear Dragon. We saw this a little bit earlier against Imp. Recognizes when he has the lead and not just going to keep sending it, just retreating with that ribbon, and a great non-committal tool, especially against a character like F-Aki, who's not exactly the fastest at closing that gap.
Yeah, we definitely see Rawl being the more aggressive one here, going to get that safe jump as well, but missing the punish. Yeah, it's a little weird on Vaki. Maybe wanted to 4C for the buffer ability. Okay. Combo drop, but once again, Gear Dragon playing the situation after beautifully. And I'm gonna need to see an answer on these ribbons here, because Rawl, like between the ribbons and pillars, Rawl just has not been able to leave the corner that easily. Okay.
Yep. But now it's Gear Dragon putting it. Oh my gosh! And immediately closing the gap, using Vaki's speed to just get all the way back in there. Oh, hard call out on the blood heat. What an opportunity for Gear Dragon. Half Momiji, left, right, and not bold enough to send it with the shield. You know what? Even I wonder if Raul did even want the shield. It's just hard to time it there. You have like a two frame window to hit that stand shield there. That's why you see crouch shields so often. But it's not going to work out against that JC. Gear Dragon already getting started with a huge air counter hit. More than 2k for Sivaki. Pretty rare here.
It drops that link, but okay, maybe it's not okay because Rawl is going to get this shield counter, and this is how the offense could start. But okay, yeah, Gear Dragon willing to tech out. Very brave there. J8 ribbon, very nice. Into the J9, just seeing to, like, testing Rawl's answers, seeing what they can do. And yeah, it just feels like you don't leave because Gear Dragon's positioning is good enough to catch Rawl after that landing there, but we're all going to find an opportunity here.
Yeah, good positioning there with that 2C anti-air, rare option. Oh my gosh, and a nice 5A anti-air as well. Wasn't quite ready for the conversion, especially when you've got one of those nice 5As that hit above and in front of you like that. Gotta be ready to convert off of those. It's a little awkward though, especially when your character like Hakiho who's already got a weird air combo.
Yeah, and I feel like Rawl has been kind of like struggling to find his footing in neutral, and then like when you do get the hit, yeah, that's gonna do it.
Yep. And there it is, Gear Dragon running it all the way. I mean, just putting on a clinic of what this character does, right? It's really hard to be, I don't even want to say it's hard to be ready for Sivaki so much. It's hard to be ready for Gear Dragon. Someone who's been playing these weaker characters in the cast for a very long time, very, very familiar with managing the game state, avoiding taking unnecessary risk, and putting you in these situations where if you're not ready to move the way Gear Dragon is moving, like you're going to get put into these corner situations, you're going to get caught on your landing, and Gear Dragon's going to run away with it.
Yeah, I was gonna say though, the other side of that coin is like, Gear Dragon was taking some serious risks, like with the jump out on Oki, but I think when Raw is like kind of in this mentality of like trying to find their footing and like get the lockdown and get this mix up, a lot of these weird defensive options can end up working because he's just not focused on it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, speaking of focus, Ore is going to need to be pretty focused right here. We got Ore up against Inf right now. Inf being sent down here by Council a minute ago. And like we saw Ore working that fuzzy there as a nice little mix-up against people. But I mean, Satsuki is the mix-up character in this game, if anyone is.
Yeah, and also I believe, similar to Alco, the fuzzy either like doesn't work or is significantly harder on Sats.
Oh yeah, true. Oh my gosh, yeah, that is pretty character specific fuzzy. Really awkward to time. But one thing that FARC does have the edge on here is, as much as it's easy to talk about the C Satsuki 5A and 2C here, FARC is pretty good at reducing how much of a factor that gets to play in these matchups in this matchup by having wave, as we saw Ore being very comfortable, just staying very spaced out, pressing wave, checking people on like, yeah, you better just chill out on defense. And like Inf might have seen this and may be willing to, but it is going to be an important part of this matchup. It's kind of going to be, are you willing to press 2C, yes or no, and do you die for doing so?
Wow, the JB fuzzy is like a couple pixels from hitting.
Oh my gosh.
That is sad. Oh my god. This is tragic. Hold on, I need to get the screenshot. J8 might be like 1 pixel away.
That's crazy, actually. Yeah, put that in the tournament chat. That shit is hype. And working his way in there, and yeah, oh my gosh. Ore not ready for the CSOT's pressure. Uh-oh. Not ready for this command grab, but you know Inf is ready to convert these.
Yeah. Inf just turns into a steamroller sometimes. So hard to know what to do. Like, she can get in so easily, just set up these mix-ups just like we're seeing now already.
Oh my gosh, and yeah, but you don't need to worry about the left-right when you got a 2-2 DP like that. And even if you only have the 2-2C as your full invulnerable, so I mean, it's a pretty fast one. It's pretty exceptionally fast. Tries to check with those JAs. Inf barely avoiding it in the scramble, and the OTG gonna get Inf a situation here. Really unfortunate for Ore off that one. Uh-oh.
Yeah, just opting for the high-low, but that is enough to open Ore up. We're going to get a lot of damage here. Arc health should be able to save her. Okay, especially if you miss that OTG, but
Yep.
Sot's throw going to do it.
Right? I mean, a rare option, but when it seals around, it seals around.
Yeah. Okay, dive kick. Helping avoid... Oh my god, that beat 5A? That's gross.
Nice pressure from Ore, but I'm not keeping it tight enough. Inf jumping out, and even if you're back in the corner, Inf has already shown that he knows how to get out. And look at that, now you're in the corner on block. A little bit of an escape, Ore managing to escape death, and Inf with the panic heat here.
Okay, but just staying solid in the face of those dash throughs.
Yeah, I mean, if there's one person who's going to be able to handle those cross throughs, Inf, we already saw Inf block those overhead. It's going to be hard to reaction check him.
What a nice response.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
speaking of nice responses.
Yeah, Sots didn't have the meter for an OTG either. Much better idea to just hold the pressure and... Oh, command grab. Inf absolutely wins these. Just like that, the game is looking close to even with Inf on offense. Oh, not going to finish off that one, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, this agent is going to work doing what she does best. Puts you down on the ground, slide over your head. Like, where is she going to be high? Is it going to be low? You don't know, and we're going to see it again in a couple seconds here. Inf with another hit, going to lead to the same situation.
Mandate of Heaven-ass character.
Yeah. Yup. Sealing the corner here, especially when you visibly see the corner gap. It's even corner gap. It's even more devious, arguably.
Okay. Very good block there, but yeah, just gonna get opened up by the half charge. So hard.
One
to
more
react
chance.
to that.
Oh my gosh, I forgot to count up the score. Nice backdash. Flush opportunity for Ore.
Okay.
Yeah, not even trying to fuzzy off that one.
But yeah, okay. IH gonna put Ore back in this game, missing the 2C link, but this is something to work with.
Nice
just running all the way across the screen, not trying to deal with Inf's landing at all, but that gives Inf the initiative to set up this mix.
How did you block
this
that?
Is right again. Okay, but just respecting here, and yeah, Inf is just gonna run this C-Slot's pressure if you don't know how to deal with it.
Yeah, and I mean, I'd be willing to bet that Ore tried to do something there as well. I mean, you're running out of time, 15 seconds left, have to get a hit in there at some point. Just one tap or a throw is not going to be enough there. And we got Fahani Gear Dragon up now as Inf advances to wait for the winner of this one in that loser semis set.
Yeah, dude, I tapped back over to the on stream and I can't get over that JA thing. It's literally a pixel away.
That's so crazy, actually. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's so funny how many situations like that come up in this game too, whether it's like a weird hurt box shifting, weird height. Like there's the one, it's what is it? Is it like C Nania C Tono or something like that, where like or C and H Tono, where one 2C low profile is the other one or something. It's there's or the slide and the 2C. There's a weird interaction like that between a couple characters. There's so much of that
Oh
in this
yeah, I
game.
think I know what you're talking about.
Right, where like the feet are on the ground, but one is like the
Yeah,
red and
like
green are shifted
catwalking
over.
under Siaki 2C. Right. Got some network stuff going on, but looks like we're probably just gonna move on.
Yeah, and we got
All right.
Fahani Gear Dragon now. Yeah, and this actually happened last midweek in that crazy run that
Oh
both Gear
really?
Dragon and Fahani had. I want to say it came down to like last hit. I think it was. I want to say it was Gear Dragon advancing. No, it was Gear Dragon win. I think it was winner semis, and Gear Dragon won 2-1 in a pretty tight one against Fahani. I gotta check that bracket back while we wait for these two. But I mean, really crazy stuff from both of them in that bracket. I both made top 4 in the previous midweek. I am a little late getting synced up here.
Right. Yeah, I don't think I've seen this matchup that much myself. Um, just off of what I know about the characters, um, like I think Funny is mostly just going to be looking for his general game plan of like trying to corral Gear Dragon into the corner. I think a lot of the Nania defensive options, um, Gear Dragon is like pretty good at shutting reversals down in general. Um, and usually the spots you have to get out are going to be like in the middle of the pressure, just
Right.
because unless you're looking for like EX shield jump or something.
Yeah, and like a lot of the core matchup is going to be more of the player-to-player matchup than the character matchup here. I mean, Nania and Sivak here are both pretty standard characters overall, not like a lot of very polarizing tools per se. They have some pretty well-defined, unique tools, and Vaki trying to keep you in the pit, Nania DP, Nania cutter. But I mean, for the most part, it is going to be about the movements and catching people with buttons, and something we've seen very well so far from Gear Dragon has been the positioning to try and trap people jumping out of corners. The use of ribbon in particular, both on offense to force those plus frames and also kind of retreating as we saw against Influence earlier, creating some space and putting out the hitbox in front. And then from Fahani, we have seen kind of the pace change, the willingness to sit there and hold some of the Nero summons against Rump as we saw earlier, making that set pretty close. But now it is Fahani getting this corner positioning, but overextending a little on the big counter hit to start from Gear Dragon. Not quite going to finish the
Oh,
combo.
okay. Yeah, that was a very dangerous drop, but Funny not getting the punish, and okay, winning out on this scramble.
Yeah, and I did check, and it was 2-1 Gear Dragon winner semis in midweek 41.
Fastball mix.
And this is going to be
yeah, very nice JC placement, just covering that angle over the pillar. Gonna get the mix-up setup off of this. Okay, just blocking high. Now you're dealing with this pressure, but both of them able to find jump outs out of each other's pressure pretty easily. And okay, yeah, Funny just ready with the quick draw on that JA. Gonna close out this round pretty easily.
Yeah, I like the idea of just going for that quick air throw right there, not overthinking the conversion. I mean, you already had a nice lead. Oh my gosh. Nice air
yeah,
throw from you.
I think it's also like, it might have been for an air kick throw on block. I don't know if you would have gotten the timing, or the spacing, sorry. But could have been an option.
Oh my gosh, speaking of options, really rotating the offensive ones here.
Ooh, okay,
A little
true
grounded
punish on
overhead.
2-1-4A. EX shield in the throw, very nice. And
Both
yeah, that
those
is
with
not
on
going to
the
be a safe jump
overheads.
ribbon. Ooh, neat little conversion.
Nice safe DP from Fahani here. Oh, and just jumping clean over the pillar. That would have been huge if we could convert it on both accounts there. Gear Dragon just heating out, not trying to let this get out of his hands too soon. And a big opportunity to keep this lead.
Oh, but the Nania collision box, same thing happening there that does with Alco. The DP is a lot more likely to drop.
Yep. Nice.
Oh my god.
Counter hit from Gear Dragon here, especially as time is getting down, getting closer to extending this lead towards that timeout situation. Right as Fahani was trying to use heat to make that comeback, now Fahani really needs to say it. Oh, and finds one as Gear
Another
Dragon
quick
makes the
drop.
approach. No air throw ender is going to hurt, though.
14.
You
Yeah,
do have
leads
enough meter for
slightly in Gear Dragon's favor, but both characters have heat available.
Do you spend
That's
it? Not going
looking
for the
good.
hero heat.
Oh my god, okay. Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yep. I respect it. I mean, you still fish for the hit anyways. Build up a little bit more meter for this next round, especially if you can get this offense started, you extend this lead pretty far already.
Ooh, I really like that JC placement there, trying to catch the jump out because Gear has mainly been going for that out of this Nania pressure.
Yep.
And it's so hard to catch Sivaki's jump out once she's like at a point where she can safely air dash, just like this.
Yep. Uh-oh.
Ooh, burst baited. Yeah, a really inopportune time to go for that.
Yeah, I don't know about going for a burst that late into the Momijis anyways. Momiji pro rate's pretty hard. The worst thing you eat is a hard knockdown there. But I mean, it doesn't really matter. Look at that, a couple stray hits and you clean up like 20% of her life. Honey with game one.
Okay, where we? Oh, I just missed a perfect. I had to. Did we both have to like look away?
Yep, I had to respond to something for the tournament. And you know what? Sometimes that just happens, right? Vaki rounds can just go like that. When you're playing a character with by far the lowest health in the game, I mean, you might eat 5.2k off of a touch. You might get down 50% off of a tech trap. And you might be one touch away from death at this point already. Look at that. One bad spot
and
dodge.
funny
There it
timing
is.
that you be meaty enough that you're still plus on the spot dodge. So important because otherwise that's a really great defensive option against Nania. Funny just cleaning it up. GG's. I commentated about like 2/3 of that match.
Right? I mean, sometimes there's only so much to say, right? Nania runs the mix-up, Vaki dies. Like, it happens, right? I mean, that's kind of, as much as I joke about it, with Vaki, her health being so low, I mean, we kind of just saw it, right? Like, you blink and you miss it, and there's a perfect. I go to respond to one message in the tournament chat about, like, connection stuff going on, and, like, around passes. We just saw one where it was, like, 5.2k off a touch. Small conversion off a mix-up. One bad defensive gamble and you're just already dead. It's the life you accept when you pick this character. But I mean, props to Gear Dragon for playing mad nice to make it here thus far. And what's sick about Gear Dragon's play too is you see so much of the melty blood awareness, risk reduction by trying to mitigate when you're overextending on your pressure, position against someone escaping the corner, but also willing to take risks where you need in order to make those comebacks, get clean hits, stop someone from getting too much offense or momentum going against you, but just not enough in this case as Fahani stays solid to move on to this top 4. before we get Rump and Council back up for our first to three of the bracket for real this time. These two have played deep in the midweeks a number of times. It has always gone Council's favor, but there have been a couple times, I believe in like top 4 when Council is down on the loser side before grand finals, where Rump has brought it pretty close. Rump has definitely got Council the last game a couple times, and I believe their sets in the DMF League, the Lunar League, have been pretty tight as well. Could be a pretty tight set from both players here. I mean, this is a matchup that historically Len players don't like as much, although, I mean, Len dislikes the C Nero matchup more than the F in particular because the Charge 5C pretty belligerent against Len's air normals. But I mean, F Nero has no shortage of anti-airs, no shortage of ways to keep a character lacking in defensive tools like H Len jailed in that corner, right?
Right, yeah. But it is pretty scary to deal with HLen like in these scramble scenarios. And I know Rump has been struggling with that sometimes, but has found answers here and there. Because she can just like set up the bad spots for you so easily, just like by J9ing. And then you're kind of just staring down Len as she comes at you from above, and like 50 different things could happen.
Yeah, and that's kind of the strength of this character, right? Air Ice is so good because so many things can happen. She hits from a uniquely far range, is very safe, even plus in pulling herself up on you. And Nero being tall is actually a huge liability against a character with a great offensive fuzzy and so many ways to mix up how she's going to land on you. And we're going to the Council's home stage. I need to be right back real quick. I'm still getting over a cold. I'm struggling here.
Yeah, and okay, getting opened up low, but neither players found like real big hits yet. Okay, Rump just going for the neutral skip with that EX Sludge. And yeah, Council already on layer 2, baiting out that shield. Threatens the fuzzy, doesn't go for it. Nero, skinny, crouch hurtbox, like playing a part in that 5C whiffing, but it doesn't matter. Council's still gonna find this hit. And there's the fuzzy. Oh my god. But yeah, another drop because of the... I don't know if it was delay or just a hurtbox thing. But I don't know. If there's one player that knows how to play around these like drops and scrambles, it is Council. Flame him down. Okay, we just got the frame trap. Council trying to escape. And this time, yeah, you got the max on deck. We're just gonna send Crows. Send the Croc too, why not? But yeah, the neutral air tech gonna get Council out of there. Trying to dash under Narrow JB as Len. Not a healthy proposition. Okay, but getting past that snake there, using the Len SJ9 momentum. Ooh, okay, H-Moon Heat, auto cheat on deck. You're going to have insurance on this mix-up. Rump, yeah, Rump doing a good job there crouching that initial JC, but just was not ready to respond properly. It gets hit by the double overhead, but that means you don't get hit by the fuzzy. Setting up the wall of animals once again, but... Oh my god, Council just... Okay. Council just sending that air tech forward J2C, and it works out.
I mean, as it does with Len sometimes. J2C is such the infinity word, such a notorious button because it just covers the full space around her. And she's a character that falls fast and gets real shifty in the air. It's so hard to avoid sometimes. As is the Nero 2C. Rump has been getting so much mileage out of it as an anti-air in this bracket.
Yeah, can't tech there. We got the TKI set up.
Yep.
Insurance on deck, and it's just so difficult to deal with. Like, this character has a combo throw, anything can turn into the fuzzy, and you're on your last life. Like, you can't even mash.
Yeah, and it's so important to be so conscious of avoiding those ground attack situations because Council's so on top of trying to trap them. I say, as a commentator's curse makes Council whiff for like the first time ever.
Yeah, not letting go of that stick. Or button, as the case may be. Okay, sniping out that air dodge with the JB. Rump not letting that shit fly. And we're just going for the sludge after the throw, getting the lockdown, and
Oh, just getting hit by crows?
yeah, auto burst not going off there because the no gaps and hit stop. Okay, yeah, not able to confirm the counter hit at that range, but Rump's still gonna get the advantage here. Just go straight into EX Crows, jailing. Very nice. Wow, that JB is such a crazy button.
Right? Oh, and Counselor getting his redemption for the missed tech trap on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, and yeah, I respect Rump for still challenging on this. It's like one of those things where even though Len can always trap the tech, she gets so much better of a situation if she reads that you're going to hard respect. So like props to Rump for representing that gamble, because look at that, once you start getting things going. Oh my gosh, whoo.
Oh my god, that almost
like
gave me a
that.
heart
Oh my, for real.
attack. Yeah, the Len jumping at Rump just so scary, not able to set up any of those anti-airs safely because you're so worried about like this preemptive JC or J2C beating them out if you stand up at all.
Yeah, and missed the stand-up that time where it would have paid off. The little crowd shield whiff, and now Len Vortex in the corner. So tough to get out of. Nice throw tech, though.
Yeah, still got to
Nice
block the
jump up.
Neko, and then Len 5A gonna anti-air there. Just a little too deep with that JB.
It's a tough situation in this game. Pretty much every time you just J7 pass the throw, your J7 button is not going to be a clean throw punish. You have to, like, I know Skelly has told me that she IADs back. Usually you kind of just have to escape because the throw will recover in time for a lot of 5As to hit you there.
Okay, but Rump finds the hit here, sets up the sludge as always, and Council trying to fight his way out just does not work out there. EX sludge time. And Len able to take a high enough angle to just beat out both the Croc and the sludge.
Oh, finding a way over the ice. Oh my gosh, the J2C clipping once again. The snake is coming for you, and Council's looking a little too much, and Rump sees it. Nice trap on the air tech, trying to get away from the snake.
Oh my god, Len Booker sucks.
Oh, but the dodge does not in this case. Rolling forward, going to give Council great positioning.
Council's just always ready. Who throws in that scramble?
Oh, and speaking of a scramble, Dash almost sneaking through, but not going to have enough frames to do something after the teleport here. One more chance for Rump. And the reversal is going to do it, hanging on to life in this one.
Yeah, you do still got to respect that. Like, Council had all the momentum, but it's just as easy to just, like, choose an option that's, like, a bit of an overcommitment there.
Yep. And in that case, Council overcommitted. Jump. Oh my gosh, and now you're stuck in the corner against Len, though, off H-bunker turnaround. That hard knockdown's so nice, even in just letting you regain the corner. Uh-oh. Croc combos, double croc combos. This is gonna triple croc combos.
Oh man. Jesus Christ.
4.8k off a shield counter. Len is in a world of hurt now and just barely avoiding that into your detriment.
Such good awareness. Yeah, I know Rump did not mean to SDJ all the way into that corner, because now you're just allowing Len to get all this life back. Very nice EX cancel. Knowing about the auto bursts.
Oh, preemptive J2C working out huge for Council here. Got a little bit of a comeback to make, and Len 3C gonna sneak into that gap there. 6-frame bufferable command normal. How do you fight your way out? Not ready OS this time.
The up back.
Yeah, we saw it last time. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh, clutch cat. Oh my gosh, scramble situation. Respects the Len button. One more chance, but the tick throw. Council's classic going to close out game 3 here. Council up 2-1, but we are in a 1-to-3 situation at this point. Are we resetting the stage? Are we swapping characters? I believe we're sticking it and just changing the stage, not letting Council have that home court advantage, going back to Desert Town.
Man, yeah, Council is just so clutch.
For real.
Wow. 4B, making it work. And yeah, can't be doing that against the PK Ice. Council might miss the 5B sometimes, but There's really, like, in the TK ice spacings, there's not that much of a reason to go for much else. Like, sometimes you can super jump at, but, like, that has a lot more counterplay, and isn't quite as worth it
Yep.
as, like, going for Neko on the 5B spacing.
Oh, and finishes the full GAT combo this time. Oh, but again, the dodge gonna work out. Rump again with that charge 2C there, and Council's way too ready for it. Rolling right through, and that roll again, putting her so close there. Roll has 5 more frames of activity than dodge, but it is going to pull her closer for those punishes there too.
Got the corner carriage and just locking down despite the auto burst. Good awareness from Rump. Wow, that's a lot of damage.
Yep. Oh, that's a lot of plus frames, and trapping Council right there too. Nice, and the 4C gonna keep Council in jail. Not quite gonna be enough to kill off the Crow Proration.
Rump just respecting the post-throw tech situation, not trying to tango with Council, and that time the roll has a little too much recovery to get Council through right there.
Yeah, no hesitation pressing that 4C. Has seen Council roll through these before and was way too ready this time. Also ready for that ice. Nice awareness. Oh, really preemptive J2C. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, probably just trying to, like, knowing that you won't get, like, a real confirm, but trying to dissuade Rump from, like, pressing a lot of these air buttons. Oh, and we missed the cancel window on the fuzzy. It is actually quite small. Okay, JC, knock him down. Oh, and Council just mashing there.
Yeah, really big air tech trap. And going for the air throw ender. Max mode. Crow setup. Double crows. Not enough for an unblockable setup. But so much advantage, and the H bunker sneaking through anyways. Yeah, not trying to hold this arc drive, and there's going to be no chance to get it out. Oh, really scary whiff. Was not in position to get that guard crush off the crows, and now you're back in the corner against Len. You cannot let Len out of the corner like this. Does not block the fuzzy, and it's not going to kill. You get one more chance, but that's one more mix-up as well.
And that time, Council is ready on the teleport punish.
Yeah,
just
really creative trap from Council. I mean, we saw Rump get away with those so much, but I mean, that's such a great way to trap that, right? Just the really active J2C off a movement that positions you so well to just catch the recovery of that really good stuff to Council. I mean, showing why he's won so many of these net play brackets right as we go down to this loser side. We get Inf and Fahani up next.
Boy.
Last first to 2 of the brackets. Both characters with some goofy mix-ups.
Sorry, I had some network issues there.
All good, all good.
That is not a sign of things to come.
Inf versus Fahani, final first to 2 of the bracket. I mean, Fahani been on a real hot streak lately. Made it this far in that midweek before losing to, I believe, Onion Lust, actually. 2-0, but it was close on that one. Inf, another one of those players to beat, has made it exactly to this 4th place spot in so many of these brackets. Gonna be interesting to see who ends up pulling through in the end for this one. And there's not like a whole lot to say about this matchup either. I mean, not a character with such a diverse set of options. Like we talk about the 2C or the 5A from Satsuki, but I feel like Nani's whole thing is kind of making you feel like you can press those buttons and being able to like use the JC that shifts his hurt box so far back and kind of hit these things anyways. And he gets to put you in a mix-up situation of his own too when he gets going.
Yeah, JC is such good active frames. You can just press it really early and still like have enough active to hit crouch, which is going to be a huge boon in this matchup when Funny's trying to deal with these anti-airs.
Oh, we got Inf on the fresh install of the game.
Change your name.
Yeah, you know what's funny is that's happened to me before too, where like randomly my game will just start running really poorly, just like every connection I have will be super choppy or something like that. And then all of a sudden I just re-download Caster and it's fine. It's just one of the mysteries of playing this game sometimes.
Yeah, I know Floats does that as well, and that's why they like never have a complete results.csv.
Yep, that's exactly why mine are all fragmented. I got sick of trying
Yeah,
to keep those things together. I've never really stuck with it, and it's exactly because this will happen. I'm just like, all right, time to re-download Caster.
yeah. I'm down to sacrifice like the replay folder when I have to do that, but I try to keep the results.csv at least. I've kept it so far for
No, it's cool. I mean, I think it's
going
really
on
fun
six
to get to
years.
see when everyone's got their results files still together with all of that. I don't got that in me, to be honest. I'm too lazy. Sometimes I wish I did still have it though. I mean, I'm missing like thousands of games on a couple characters I've put a lot of time in on mine, where the record is just not really there for me anymore. Well, we got Honey on the P1 side hovering the classic Nani. A couple of shout outs from Inf side, I believe, looking for the Whisk color. There it is, color 8. I remember Whisk's color 8 because like it's just drilled into my brain from that streak where Council and Whisk were like top 2 of midweeks for like 3 or 4 midweeks in a row or something like that. Just had to set that all the time. Looking for the Eleanor color. The most picked Ryogi color. Most picked color in Melty Blood probably.
Well, now shoutouts are complete. We are ready to get into it.
Oh, we're finding the
Deliberating
stage
on
though.
stage.
Midnight Park.
Midnight Park's nice.
Nice. I'm with it.
Okay, and already Inf getting off to a good start, just finding that air-to-air JC into the tech trap. Set up the mix-up off of this.
Oh, but Funny's
Funny
played
bit.
these games before. Nice block on the overhead, but not ready for the preemptive JA again from Inf.
Yeah, Inf recognizing that Funny, having burned his double jump, is just really likely to come down with JC there. Okay, tries to bait out a DP, Funny not biting. And
Oh, but does bite on that one. The little hesitation in the air that we saw from Inf earlier against Gear Dragon.
more hits than usual from an Inf perfect, but still an Inf perfect. Just
Yep.
never really letting up.
Oh my gosh, and the full overhead actually gonna connect. Uh-oh.
Yeah, and Funny just hasn't really gotten an opportunity to play neutral thus far. Like, okay, and yeah, you're messing up the DP input once again.
Yeah.
So hard when Satsuki's going side to side above you.
It really
Oh,
is.
we're gonna
And when
see
she's
it.
gonna
Oh,
nice counter play
okay,
to the
okay.
unblockable.
Ready?
Alright, good knockdown for Honey's turn to play the game.
Gonna get that safe heat off as well. And then catches Inf's jump out with that 2A.
Oh my gosh, nice block by Inf. I mean, Satsuki player definitely going to be looking for these left rights himself.
Nadia backdash is so crazy. Funny just finding advantage from nothing in that scenario. Oh, but gets opened up low and Inf is gonna confirm properly.
Yeah, this OTG, they're going to prorate pretty heavily. Not going to be too much damage if Honey gets another chance at this game. Nice DP through the gap, and oh my gosh, that killed.
Wow. Yeah, Funny finds a way. It did not look to be off to a good start at first, but just making it work. Oh, but now you're out of air options, and that 5A is just going to clean things up.
Yeah, Inf
He's
is so
always
good at
ready with
making
those.
these 5A normals work because he's so good at very quickly judging the space. We're like, oh, if I just press the button here, you're at least going to have to shield or block.
Yep, I like the 2C meaty as well, just to beat out that potential 2-2B. Backdash almost makes it through. Funny, still doing all right. Ooh, maybe not anymore. set up this mix-up. Which way is it? Yep, air dash back high. Funny ready for it though, but not ready for that command grab. Ooh, and this is Max as well. Yeah, that you're super duper dead.
Oh yeah. I'm about to see mad reps of meter dump right there. Sasuke and Max off of that, it's over.
Yeah. That's how it be.
Oh my gosh,
Hey,
and here it is
boom.
again. Sasuke is going.
But yeah, funny, ready with the DP cancel. Just calling out the side properly a couple times in a row there, and then just pins Inf down very cleanly with that JA. Not getting that confirmed though.
Yeah, not
tech
getting
trap,
the ground
we're gonna
tech.
convert.
Either gonna eat a full combo for this Inf is so ready for people to not tech these.
Ooh, interesting wake up 2C. Wonder if Funny was maybe trying to low profile something, but not going to be able to get out of the command grab in time. Despite trying the mash.
Round. And fun
Yep.
set point here.
Yeah, Imp's just setting up this double jump height air dash once again, straight into the mix-up, but not going to get the confirm. You don't have the meter. And then Funny's going to spend some meter of his own just to... And once again, just being super belligerent. But now you have to... Oh, okay, finds the JC actually that time.
Yeah,
was
wow.
Ready to prey on the lack of air options there, but Funny just threading the needle.
Yeah, I mean, Fahani really praying and pressing that JC. I mean, Imp's 5As have been so consistent thus far. I can't believe you were still willing to do that.
Nobody has the mental resilience to keep doing the thing they were doing like a Nania player does.
Real.
Ooh, almost at the jail, but God, Imp's not ready with that 2C either. Okay, this should do it.
Yeah, really clutch counter hit right there. Honey hanging on to life, needs to get this round in order to stay in. This is still first to 2 territory. Nice cutter.
Oh, very nice slashes. Yeah, Inf burning all the air options for that opener every time. Okay, we're just going to heat it off. Not even really concerned about the health regain. Ooh,
all right,
that was almost really dangerous.
That was
Not getting the
dangerous.
cancel.
Uh-oh. Really do not want to be getting a DP baited against the Satsuki character.
Okay, wake up backdash. Oh, and
Uh-oh, the why I oughta.
second guesses on the overhead. Imp is going to take this one to the bank, or not. The DP is going to get Funny out of there just like that.
Uh-oh.
Wow, what a JA. Very nicely spaced, and that had to be a misinput.
Do you die with meter spin here?
I think so, but I could be wrong.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Shot.
Oh, partial
Not
charge
far
not working
off,
out for
though.
Honey. One more chance. Blood heat. Just staying solid here. And the
The
throw.
Yeah. So scary. Like, a lot of the spots there, like, Funny had Max, could have gotten a reversal out, but in that kind of scenario, it's just so hard to be ready with that DP motion in those gaps. Very good set, though. Despite it being 2-0, I really liked the showing that Funny put on this bracket.
Yeah, and Fahani's saying right at the end that the wake up 5C was a DP236C. Unfortunate. I know the
Yeah.
feeling all too well. I mean, when I'm playing C-Arc, I'm missing so many 2-2 inputs, and I'll get like a random 2B, and it's just the worst feeling. That's always unfortunate. Inf making it to first to 3 territory, though.
There we go. Yeah. Now, there were some crazy runs this bracket, but now we're back to the regulars for top 3.
Yep. And you know what's funny is these two have played a lot in these brackets, and for a while it was kind of back and forth. But the last couple times they've met in bracket, Rump has really had Inf's number, and I think the Inf might Inf was hovering at C-Mech for a second. Inf has been really messing a lot with a C-Vaki, or sorry, C-Mech secondary there. I would not be surprised if Inf actually picks C-Mech for this one. Although I gotta imagine that you're believing in Satsuki. I mean, Mech, kind of known as a Nero counterpick of sorts because the lasers can stop Nero from getting the full shop set up. But I mean, Mech is not doing it to you like Satsuki does when she gets that hit.
Yeah, it's so funny, like, just the contrast between those two characters.
Right? You know, it's funny. I fought Inf C-Mech recently. One thing Inf definitely does have is the 5A gene is real.
I'm sure.
Yep.
Okay, but yeah, that air that JA gonna let Rump find that opening. Normally that spacing would be hard for most characters to contest, but JB is just big enough to tag you there.
Yep. Oh, and 5B is big enough to catch you there too. Nice anti-air to get this started.
Yeah, and Sot's dash making it a little bit forward, but like it's so much recovery, and Nero able to come down with that JB. Not getting the conversion though.
Yeah, Satsuki not able to come down off that air attack. Not able to get anything started. Just barely a tap on Rump's health bar.
Yeah, Rump's spacing these JBs really far back because you need the hitbox with the most disjoint to beat them out. That does mean on a lot of them you won't get a real conversion though. Immediate popping the blood heat just okay, yeah, the dash tech to go through it, but it still finds the hit in the scramble.
Yeah, really clutch dash from Rump to avoid that situation. And I mean, even if you take this hit, you're saving yourself like almost 2k life off of eating that AAD.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, these JAs are so scary. Like, big commitment for Sots, but it's also just like where do you go as Nero? Like, you really want to place one of your buttons, but JA can just happen to you.
Yeah, checking that space in front of you is such a great space to check in air-to-air situations so often in this game. And Inf has already proven this bracket that he's really willing to put out those preemptive JAs, but I mean, no time in the air this time. So 2C that's putting in the work for Inf. It's not going to kill on Nero health. One more chance for Rump in this round.
Misses the OTG.
Avoids it. Rump
But
needs a hit.
Rump has no way to regain. Catches the air dash.
Yeah, really good catch on Inf's up back habit right there. Made Inf block in the air. Red Inf going for it once again and just kept that really tight with the JB jump cancel JC to take that first game.
Yeah, Inf has just like immediately after Rump started trying to space these JBs further away, Inf has like immediately shown that JA counterplay and just jumping back away from that snake, not trying to deal with Nero in that position. I like the snake and the 5B going off at the same time. That looks kind of funny.
Right? I do not like the stain shield as much as the 2C sneaking through.
Okay, Rump going for the air-to-air that time, and yeah, this time it pays off. Had the whole, like, SJ9 setup to get low enough, and now you have Heat, you have Crows, you have another Crows.
I really like that 5B that led to this too, because the snake was coming, and you could see Inf looking for the snake, and unless their Nero player is going to kind of crutch on that snake and wait for it to pop, but Rump had the awareness to just convert on the hit they knew they could get, and now look at that. They've taken the lead back, 20 seconds left, and Inf has his work cut out for him in trying to make this comeback.
Oh my god, and the JA gets blocked, but Rump doesn't have a button to put out in time.
Yeah, never count Satsuki out, but also never count Nero out, because you sure do have that option. Oh my gosh. Yeah, really gotta be wary of this last arc possibility here. And one tap is all you need. Rump knew that the AAD attempt was coming. Only a few seconds left. That is enough! That's enough to take the lead!
Just toss him. Wow, super clutch from Inf. Ready to play that timeout scenario perfectly.
Rump is so good at that conversion with the charge 5C there too.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Yep. Oh, Essus, that one floating over Satsuki, baiting out the 5A anti that Inf is so known for. Nice placement of Nero
like
JB.
barely getting that 2A out in time to combo after the JB. That one looked iffy, but
Yeah, so was
shield
that shield
counter
counter
not
in
gonna
wrong
work out.
direction. Got the bunker because an Inf floated to the other side. Works out
We're
this
just
time.
bunker
Though.
OSing.
Uh-oh.
Set up the mix. We do have Max, but ooh.
Oh no, unfortunate,
Okay,
really rare
maybe.
drop, and I'm sure Rump probably wanted to just heat there, but wake up heat almost impossible to get out sometimes, and Imp's gonna close out game 2.
You know my hard read on what happened? Rump wanted to burst after the like on the 623C super flash, missed it, and then was just annoyed at missing it, and then didn't realize the combo dropped. Because that is what would have led to me being in that situation.
You know what? I've definitely been there myself before, and you very well might be right. I'd even be willing to bet that you're more likely right than I am.
Well, either way, getting into this next round, yeah, Bunker West gonna save you again, but yeah, it's hard to like get your post-bunker stuff started as Nero against this suite of Satsuki options.
Yeah, it's
Inf
really
is just
hard to
running
do
away.
a lot of things against the Satsuki offense. A mix-up coming in for Inf again.
Ooh, yeah, barely going too far after that IAD to get the JA spacing that Rump wanted there. Ooh, sailing over the 5A Ozempic.
True.
Snake's gonna lock Inf down. Rump really gunning for this IH. Might find it here or not. The Crow gonna steal things away from Rump. The betrayal.
Yeah, unfortunate. Hashtag betrayed. Had a nice setup and accidentally caused their own demise. Oh, but sealing the corner off here. Rump is not letting that last situation get to them.
Yeah, immediately going into that 3C. Has the awareness. Just trying to avoid the JA, but yeah, not gonna have time to get on a summon because Inf is not discouraged by like how defensive Rump is playing. Just takes that as an invitation to go in more. Baiting out the bunker as well. Very nice counterplay there.
Yeah, I mean, talk about coin flipping right there. I mean, sending it with maybe a bunker OS, maybe just throwing it out there, hoping something happens. But Inf does not need to
Oh my
hope
God,
for
that
something to
works.
happen off that hit. I can't believe that combo still after waiting out the snake.
Nero is fat.
True, and I mean, that was a crazy, Dory. How do you block that? That's basically unblockable.
Jesus. Getting back into it, and ooh, the high JC that time gonna counter hit against Rump's anti-air. This is like another matchup where like the high JCs are just so strong, like they're aiming for the head, and this is gonna convert.
Yep. And you know what's interesting is this is one of the reasons why C Satsuki is so much better than F, right? Is like when you break down the moons of this character, C and F look like they do the same thing, especially if you've ever watched Chase play. Chase will get the hit and it looks like, oh, we're seeing Satsuki mix up. But C Moon meter, you will have the meter to do something like a 214C, 623C.
Yeah.
And look at that, she's already about to get enough for heat again. Rump with a chance to
Has
bring
it
this back a
now.
little bit. Great corner position.
Rump
How
is-
did you
oh
hit
my
from there?
God.
Catching the green of JC, extending from a mile away.
Inf has learned how to use 623C, and we should all be terrified.
Yes. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm seeing Satsuki on screen. I don't care who's on the other end. I'm pretty terrified.
Another bunker, and Rump just gonna try to get out. Okay, neutral check 5B. Gonna do it right there.
Super plus frames. Nice strike
Ooh,
throw
I like that
situation
mix-up.
off the summon. Oh, and a huge hard call out on the 2C. You have to bait that so crazy in that situation.
Yeah, and Inf not ready for the double overhead there. Rump showing that they are still in this.
Yeah, keeping it real simple right there. Just being like, all right, I know you want to do something right here. checking them on that. And Inf again with these preemptive JAs, forcing Rump to do nothing, and unfortunately Rump tries to do something there, getting caught on the landing situation here. You are going to get the dash out, but the command grab the shield. This is going to hurt.
We got the mix-up. It's high.
Shield, no
Rump gets is right on the shield, but does not get the shield counter out. He's going to set up the snake, jump. Gets the combo off of it.
A really clutch snake, too. The extra jump baited that anti-air, and oh my gosh, yeah, just taking the simple conversion right here. Don't want to lose on another scramble. Clutch anti-air, nice guard crush 3C, huge situational awareness. Are you going to keep Satsuki jailed here? Yep.
We're going to jail.
Oh no, miss input on the croc there for sure. Oh my gosh, a hit from there. The vacuum hands, for real, for real.
Yeah, sucking you in.
And yep, that's gonna be one that connects right there.
Bats was lifting up her hands and they got brought down. We just didn't get to see it.
Yep.
Satuki ban. Well, now it's looking like run back time for grand finals.
Yes, it is. And the furthest Inf has gotten in one of these brackets.
Really?
Yeah, Inf I don't think his... Oh, I lied actually. Inf won one small midweek.
Okay.
Wait, which one was it? It was the 20 players midweek 34 over Zapoke. That was a 6-0, I think, over Zapoke in grand finals when Zapoke was on the winner's side there.
No, Zapoke.
One of the smaller midweeks. I forgot about that. I mean, this is basically the second midweek of the month at this point.
Mm-hmm. Close enough.
Yep. This did actually, I did move what would be the second midweek of this month to next month because of this bracket, honestly.
And some more shout outs while everything gets ready.
Yeah, getting real close to the start of this one. And I mean, we saw this earlier on the winner's side. This is... We've all seen Council and Grants at this point. If you've watched Melty Blood at all in the last... I'm not even going to say the last year. Last like 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. If you've watched Melty Blood Netplay brackets, you have seen this before. You've seen Council and Grants. You've seen how this can go.
Yeah.
HLN Satsuki on screen. Stuff is going to happen, and Satsuki is getting started first.
The classic Inf opener working out this time. The double jump back into just air dash across the screen on your head into these mix-ups. Already so much of Council's life bar gone. We might have a unblockable? No, okay, not doing the ender for it. And Council waking up with 5A, just really wants his heat so bad, but Inf not letting him have it. Okay, Council willing to go into heat. You're going to lose a lot of it while you try to play neutral here, but oh my god, the TK ice over the 2C. Wow. Air combo.
Oh, nice
just
block on the
holding
fuzzy there.
Nice
oh, but
block,
not
but yeah.
putting this situation after.
The like combo throw and the fuzzy just complement each other so well. I should know.
Yep.
Okay, boom, boom. Quick 3.6k, even though Inf didn't finish the combo, but yeah, okay. Council keeping it short because he wants to burn some meter. But this is the 2C that could change lives. Another mix-up. Yeah, the late whiff. Council not ready to deal with that one. Into the air dash back, also not ready for that one.
And like this is what Sasuke does, right? Like Everyone, every character, every player is the same in the face of Satsuki mix. It's just
Yeah,
gonna happen.
sometimes you just gotta guess. And yeah, Council trying to position under that time, maybe find some anti-air, but not ready for the Satsuki air dash back into another
Something,
mix-up.
something, death taxes and Satsuki mix.
Absolutely. The Sandeezy. Uh-oh.
Yep.
Oh, not gonna do it though. Okay, 2C. If there's something you can count on, it's 2C. It's so tricky to deal with. Like Len absolutely can bait and punish it pretty well with how much she's able to jump in her pressure, just like that.
Yep.
To the nice
right
meter
here,
management.
Corner carry routing.
Mm.
And yeah, if not
Okay,
trying
okay.
to let Council get that momentum, the early heat.
Yeah, not really a good spot after that J2C though. Council's just kind of all over Inf right now. And yeah, the run into J9 gonna do it once again. Such a tough situation to deal with.
Uh-oh. And yeah, you're just dead off of that.
Yep.
Just keeping it simple right there, but I mean, you actually just cannot do anything but sit there against Len in that situation either. When Len is in front of you and she's got all that advantage, she's gonna check you.
Absolutely.
And Council
Wow,
again,
that
keeping it solid.
air
Nice
ice
guard
punish.
Yep. Oh,
So
speaking
much
of
more
nice punishes.
consistent for Council to find these punishes on like the Sots air normals as well. Really big
Right.
factor. Yeah,
And that is going
goes
to be
low
a
that
near
time. And
double perfect, near reverse double perfect, mind you.
Yeah, both of these characters just so snowballing. So good at finding their mix off of just like random scenarios, and so good at just running a train off of it.
Yep. Oh, and
Yep,
oh my gosh.
unblockable.
Yeah, really, that's a pretty high commitment for Len right there too. Throwing out that J2C so early, but doing it knowing that Inf was probably going to show something really quickly off of defense, just keeping him locked down for this serial mix right here, catching the up back habit once again.
Yeah. And here we're seeing just how amazing Council is at positioning. Not letting Inf out of the corner at all. Every JA and every ice finding its mark. Alright, we're right next to each other on round start again. Both players really willing to scramble here. Council finding the first hit. Once again, and so scared of the throw. But like, what else can you do? I mean, I guess you have to do the Alps and do the like 1A Plink D shit. Just gotta grind it out, I guess.
Yeah. All right, and all of that chip blocking the fuzzy. It looked like Council wanted the throw there, but couldn't quite find it. And the EX shield gonna find your way out, but Council times it once again. The shield on the Sandori, we saw that on the winner's side.
Yeah, but now Inf has no resources, and okay, well, now he's about to have resources. I was gonna say that like you aren't gonna be able to confirm a lot of things with such low meter, but in fixing that real quick, command grab. So much damage. Jesus Christ. Guess for game. Okay. And yeah. Lotsky moment. I can't keep up. As soon as I was about to congratulate Council for blocking the mix, he just mashes on 623A and gets his whole life destroyed. 5A, such a fast button in that scramble. I'm gonna go for the 623C setup. Other side low. Ooh, rare drop. Okay, yeah, Council was ready for like all of the backwards air movement from Inf, but didn't really find a real punish.
Right,
Still in
but
the
I
game,
mean,
though.
not even looking for real punishes necessarily. Trying to keep Inf in check with the Infinity Ward. But Inf, I mean, Sasuke finds a hit, and Sasuke's gonna run it all the way. One touch left, potentially. Oh my gosh, unless you die right here. And you do.
Fight's gonna do it.
Yep.
She's
Bite's such
thirsty.
a crazy. Yeah, I mean, this character really just has it all.
She just
right?
wants
The only
just wants a little bit. Squishy dake.
true.
Yeah, okay. Little high on that neutral air tech. Goes from a good option to a very bad one if you do it in 5A range there.
Oh, nice little guard crush, but not quite in the positioning to get the full combo. Len's a little weird.
Get you out of that.
Yeah, just barely floating over that 236C. Funny thing about Len too is unless she hits certain hits, like that first or last hit of the 5C, she can't actually jump cancel or convert it into anything.
It's so whack, and you like don't understand how whack it is until you try playing Len, and then you just something doesn't work for some reason, and you don't understand why. But that 5C is going to work despite getting that projectile hitbox. Okay, yeah, Council hard baiting the heat there, and still gets opened up by the double overhead on the J2C. Nice meter management, right at 99 too. Ooh, okay, yeah, it's hard on Sats. It is hard on Sats.
Nice way to just escape, get some space away from Satsuki, but Inf trying to get some space himself, immediate heat away. Catwalk is not going to get you away. It may make you small, but it does not make you fast, and you cannot escape the Katsuki coming for you. Nor can you escape this left-right. Oh my gosh, I got crazy mixed. I thought for sure that was cross-up.
It's just so hard to deal with. There aren't really many consistent answers, especially as H-Moon, because Inf can just bait the bunker just like that and take the round. What a comeback. Right, going across that whole screen, SJ9 into double jump, into air dash, and now Inf is just in control. Not finding the 5A there, though. Going the wrong way. Okay, yeah. Council really had to get out of there from that 2C. You just can't contest that button in that kind of scenario. He finally finds the jump in that he's been fiending for this whole time. Oh.
Oh my gosh. The invuln of H-Bunker just taking you straight through and getting you this weird throw punish. I don't think I've seen that before.
I shan't say.
Lest you invite the H-Moon players into the chat. Oh my gosh, and the Sandori console did not have a shield timing this time, and you get one more guess.
H-Shield is just so unreliable. Yeah, there's the reset.
Yup, H-Moon shield unreliable, Sasuke mix the exact opposite.
Changing up the stage. Let's see if it can change how this set goes.
Yeah, going to the... Oh, okay.
Very nice air throw. I like it.
Never seen Council pick this stage.
Does not space for the deep JC there, though. I'm going to miss the fuzzy because of it. Giving Inf this huge opening.
Overhead just going to happen, and a little hesitation right there. Baits the bunker.
Nice block. Just send him to the corner.
Another Sasuke mix, yeah, a little bunker OS right there, not trying to deal with the left, right, but I mean, not reversal, doesn't matter. When you're in max, it's coming at no cost, and I mean, you have to hit the exact right frames to be able to punish it. She's barreling her way through anyways.
Yeah, and I mean, like, even if you get the trade, it's just not going to work out. And also, in noting that Council was willing to 5A in that neutral tech situation last time, just doing the neutral tech a little bit lower and immediately going for that reversal, just barreling his way out of there, those iframes. Okay, Heat, get that life back, but Council not letting up on the momentum.
Inora's Inf letting up on the 623C, sees the jump and immediately knows this is not real. I can yoink you out the air for this one. Gonna get that punish, but Council's also gonna get the shield call out, knows what Inf wants here.
Now you got insurance.
Oh, and we got tech traps. Dodge is not gonna save you here. You have to multi-shield if you want out from that.
Both of them having to spend most of their meter that round. Oh my god, the JA, the frame 4, able to just get it out there. Sandeezy. 1, 2, boom. Into the toss. We're seeing it again. We've seen it before. We'll see it some more right now. Infant Max as well has this insurance. And yeah,
And
even with the
OTG
wonky
and
confirm. Satsuki just happens sometimes.
Yep. I mean, when you get a mix up is a mix up. You know what's funny is one time I was running the undernight bracket at locals, and one of the players lost to Kaguya and was like, "Hey, did you know that when it's 50-50s, sometimes you're just wrong?"
Yeah.
And
Also, can we talk about the landing air throw? Like, we're really doing that now?
oh no, that's a console special. Console
Yeah.
is so good at looking for exactly when you're gonna jump, yoinking you as soon as you get up, and just keeping this pressure going, baiting out the 6-2-3C. Look at that. You do it one
So
time,
high.
console's already adapted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it really can be deceptive when you're like trying to react to positioning with it. Okay, Info aware of the white cat, but yeah, Council just ready to play that scramble after the 5C anti-air, and just unrelenting with this min pressure. Goes low. Wow, clean 5A. I mean, JA, sorry. Set
Yep,
up,
and left,
other
right.
side low. Yeah, it's just so strong.
Yep.
It rotates between all the options so well.
And Bunker OS
Okay,
from
Bunker
Council.
West, working wonders.
Oh, baited the heat, but was not ready for the punish, but it doesn't matter. Council knows already. Inf is going to be looking for you to be in the air. Gets this punish ready.
Oh my god.
Oh, but messes up the pressure string, and you're dead. Oh, not quite. You get one more chance. Unless she builds up the meter. Not quite. One more guess.
Not quite.
And yeah, Bunker OS again sees the left-right situation, not ready to convert, but is going to get this. Oh, not quite.
So
Not
huge.
going for the
All
arc
this
drive
red
yet.
life.
Yeah, was trying to use that heat to get a little extra healing before letting the arc drive rip, taking a little bit of extra risk, and Info's not respecting and dies for it. Uh-oh. JC, OTG, if you're not ready to ground tech this, you're going to eat a whole lot of damage and a mix-up off of this.
Yeah, I mean, I think Inf had the spacing for the full tech trap there. What can you do? We're in the blender again, but Council has the meter. Bit of momentum could go a long way right here, like we're seeing now. Oh, the catwalk into throw. Such good awareness right there. Just going for the hard knockdown setup, but Imp doesn't care. Just gonna heat right out of there, putting that meter to good use as well with that tech trap confirm. Yeah, trying to bait something out there, and Sasuke Throne not gonna do it this time, and 5A also not gonna do it. Okay, but JA. Yeah, we're
I mean, just sneaking in a little bit there.
Tools.
Like, as much as Len covers a lot of space with these air normals, right? J2C covering all around her, J2C covering so far below her. JC is still 11 frames. It is a high commitment. These A normals are going to sneak in there sometimes, but now it's Council sneaking in your face, missing this air throw. Very rare job from Council.
Yeah, throw loops on Satsuki are just so annoying. And
As is the left-right connecting once again. Cross up there. I sincerely cannot tell what makes a cross up versus same side. I can't lie. We've seen it so many times.
It depends on the timing where you whiff JB, because whiffing JB gets rid of your super jump momentum.
Interesting. So basically, it's just a 50-50.
Yeah, it's another 50-50, yes. Oh my god, that JA Inf was ready for the air tick throw from Council.
Oh,
That
and
is
was
fake.
ready for the counterplay for this one. Once she goes for the double spin, she's plus if you block it, but it's always shieldable, and the EX shield punishes out here. One more mix-up, and the overhead is coming through. You might die from this with meter spend. 200 bar? Oh, you're so dead.
Toss him down.
Yep.
Don't even need the second one. Jeez Louise.
Yeah, I mean, this is what Satsuki does. She puts you in the situation, she runs the mix-up, and Council
my
is
God.
running that roll once again, sliding through another charge 2C, just as he was doing to Rump earlier. Really clean call-outs from Council here.
Absolutely. Yeah, Seesots does kind of have a rhythm that, like, she sort of has to do pressure in if she doesn't want to, like, commit in a big way, and that's the kind of thing that you really can attack with these defensive options like roll.
Right, but I mean, defensive options are not going to get you out of that one. You have to be jumping to avoid this command grab, or if you're not interrupting it.
And Inf just pressing that JC like a little bit too early to catch the catwalk there.
Yep.
Our Council has insurance, not able to jump cancel that 2B in time, or 2C,
yeah, was
sorry.
really trying to force that arc drive setup there, and the 2C is going to sneak through. 5-frame 2C, you just have to respect it. If you're not explicitly playing around it, you are going to get hit by it. It's just how this works.
Nope.
And if you get hit by Satsuki, you're going to hold a mix-up. It's just how it works.
Yeah, I expected the AAD for a second, but we're on first round and can just go for the other 50-50.
Right? I mean, like, I feel like we sound like broken records at this point, but it's a 50-50. There's not much more to say.
50-50s all
you know,
the
you
way
get
down.
hit, it's a mix-up, the mix-up hits.
And then she does half charge high low, but Council setting up his own mix-ups right now.
Yep.
Okay, it gets the weird 4B drop again, but it works out this time. Not able to spend the meter in time. Heat is going to be a little bit wasted, but it's fine because we're still getting a lot of damage. Council is in such a good position here, but Inf has made this happen before, or not.
Council has also made this happen before, sending you straight into the Neko right there for the perfect hanging on to life. Trying to bring back the Grands for the bracket. Way to just keep
We're just hopping over that cat. Just the leapfrog.
Right,
oh yeah, Council went all the way up there and was like, I think I should do the ground pickup for this counter hit confirm actually.
Right, it was like, hold on a second, I got the hit that freezes you for 10,000 years. We got this confirmed. So does Inf. If you don't ground tech that, look at that, you eat 4K and a mix, 50-50 once again. You can only eat one more of these because she's about to go into max and you are dead off of this.
He was ready for the high shield too, and Inf is gonna take this whole thing.
Yep, I mean the Satsuki mix is in fact a real mix-up. That is an Inf 3-1 for both the reset and the whole bracket.
Yeah, going for the land 2B that time specifically just to like hard call out the low shield. I mean, if there's someone who knows how to read the defensive habits of people against Satsuki, it is Inf.
Right? I mean, like, defensive habits are not right. Like, Council's representing the left-right OS with the bunker OS. Inf is going for the high-low. But you turn a 50-50 into a different layered 50-50. And I mean, props to Inf for hitting the buttons where it counts. I mean, ran the Satsuki mix-up the whole way and had a clean execution. Just kept running the stuff, did what the champion does best, and there you go. There's the bracket, and that is going to be the start of Crescendo of Night. Melty Blood Actress again, current code, with Inf taking it in the biggest bracket probably of the week for this Netplay series as well. Wow, a lot of people signed up for this one. Inf took the whole thing. Fahani was the only person actually in this top 4 who made it, who will actually be a Combo Breaker. So if you're going to be watching the Combo Breaker stream, keep an eye out for Fahani. I don't believe is in one of the streamed pools blocks, but if Fahani makes it out, you will see him later in one of the later qualifying blocks for that top 24, or possibly even the top 8 if he's able to make it that far. And again, we got 217 people registered for Combo Breaker. It's going to be a pretty eventful weekend for Melty with a lot of stream time, so you're not going to want to miss that one. Coming up this weekend across Saturday and Sunday as we close out that Combo Breaker weekend Sunday night. But yeah, that's going to be a wrap for the current code brackets tonight. Up the rest of this week, you can see the times on the graphic here and also in the midweek server and event schedule. We got Under Night coming up tomorrow, as well as Lumina on Tuesday. that is going to be it. You got anything else to shout out, Gaku, before turning off the stream?
Uh, Not really. Just
Sick.
look forward to Combo Breaker.
Nice. Yeah, I'll see you later this week if you're playing in the other brackets, and see you this week in a combo breaker.